State of an emergency, big dog. What the sound is? Who is live right now? Is anybody else live? Hello, big dog. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. These are the most disgusting cigars I've ever tasted. They have a sweet leaf, factory smokes. They're nasty, dog. I just wasted money on that one. Hello, G, what up? I'm excited for your event next week, man. LOG is hosting an event next Saturday. It's going to have some basketball tournaments go on, some entertainment, some country bands. Ernie David Sosa III is going to be there. Saturday, it's going to be a bunch of performers. LOG. I'll share some information on that in a little while. Need some green to put in there. I think I got that covered, big dog. Don't trip. Yo, did you guys see the picture that I posted on my timeline, on my community? I wanted to read some of those comments. But look at your boy. What the hell am I even doing? Look at that. Oh, big sexy with glasses. Look how skinny I was. Look at my shoes, bro. Wow. This was years ago, bro. 8 whole years ago. Oh shit. Look at me. I missed that shirt. I bet that shirt wouldn't even fit me, man. I don't know what the hell I was doing. What the hell I was thinking. Nah, that wasn't today, bro. That was 8 years ago, man. Watch this. I am 100 subscribers away from 5,000 subs. And I gotta tell you guys, man, I officially have reached 1,000 followers on TikTok. That was one of the hardest things I've had to do in a while, man. Trying to find my page. Hold on. Oh, here it goes. Your channel, community, right here. I said 2018. I was feeling myself. People roast me. 3, 2, 1, go. I got 45 thumbs up, and then I got 16 comments of people roasting me. Here's what people say: the man of the Navajo Nation, four corners, four clans, and four wives. Album cover. Someone said, "Wow, that's beautiful. Good morning. Bless you and your family." Thank you. Someone said, "Looks like you're ready to fight Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport." Shit. Another one says, "Remind me of Michael Jackson's Thriller." I'm saving the spot for Navajo Nation Parade. Someone said, "Leader of AIM." Someone says, "Please welcome Jermunson, the newest member of Redbone." Someone says, "Shoot, you need to make that into a Valentine's Day postcard." Ladies, get a Get VD card from Jermunson Yazzie. Someone says, "Jermunson, this image is the perfect picture to go on your business card." That's hilarious. Someone also said, "Dang, what were you thinking? Album cover? I'm falling and I can't get up." Someone said, "What's that native actor's name?" Oh, Graham Greene, a younger Graham Greene. Who in the world is Graham Greene? Where are you guys at? Where are you guys watching from? Let me look up this Graham Greene character. Oh, hell no. Really? That fool. I mean, he looks pretty cool, I guess, for an older guy, but I don't know. Someone put a rose there. Thank you for the rose. Someone put a GH. I don't know what GH stands for. Maybe go ham. That was hilarious, though. And I posted a new song today too. I don't know if you guys heard it. It's called "Love Yourself." Yeah, dude, it's just a black mile. Ain't nothing special, man. I tried to get the one with the wooden tip, but there's no wooden tip, so I had to settle for the plastic tip. Ain't nothing special, big dog. Yeah, I'm just chilling here. I'm in Albuquerque. I was gonna go back to Blue Gap today, but I decided not to because I don't know. I didn't feel like driving that far. It was too far to drive. So I just decided to jump on the live real quick and then say what's up to everybody. Good evening, what's up? And I wanted to update you guys on some events that are happening next weekend and the weekend after. So I don't know how far you guys are away from Tohatchi, but LOG is hosting an event starting Friday and it's gonna go into Saturday. It's gonna be some basketball and some music, some comedy. And obviously it's a family friendly event, so no alcohol is invited, but they will be serving food and just be having a good time over there. So that one is going to be located in Tohatchi. Let me see, let me get the flyer for you guys right here. Let's see. How was you guys' day? Did you guys have a good day today? You guys is let's see. Alright, right here. Listen up, everyone. This is 491 Entertainment presents first annual Rez Ball Showcase. Friday, July 21st, 2023. S. Barrel resident, Twin Lakes, New Mexico, 15 miles north of Blue Gap. My bad, it's not Blue Gap. The fuck? I'm just so used to saying 2.5 miles north of Blue Gap chapters. I've been saying that my whole life. So let me reread that again. 15 miles north of Gallup, half a mile west on Deer Spring Road. That's the directions, and I'm assuming there's gonna be some bulletins posted. Am I correct, LOG, or is it gonna be balloons, or is it gonna be arrows? Oh shit! What is gonna be there? Maybe there's gonna be a big banner or a big flyer or something. But it's 15 miles north of Gallup, half a mile west on Deer Spring Road, and this is happening next Saturday. Next Saturday. Damn, that's coming up fast, bro. And everything is gonna start at 6. LOG says I'll put up some signs to show y'all where the turnoff is. Alright, so look out for some signs. So this is gonna happen at 6 p.m. And oh, it's a team presentation at 7. Alright. So at 6 p.m. they're going to host the Revenge of the Old Heads, the basketball expedition. So I'm assuming that means that there's gonna be some old school basketball players going head to head, right? So that's going on at 6 p.m. 7 p.m. is a team presentation. At 7:30 p.m. This is Friday, July 21st. At 7:30 p.m. it'll be Ernest David Sosi III, aka Ernie from the James and Ernie comedy duo. He will be spitting some comedy that night at 7:30 p.m. 9 p.m. we will have the Reminiscence Band and also the YGB Band. So the YGB Band is a Young Guns band, and the Reminisce Band is. Are they both country bands? I believe they're both country bands. So they will be starting at 9 p.m. So make sure you guys bring out your cowboy boots or whatever you feel comfortable with dancing in, and go over there and just get your freak on, man. You're gonna have some dancing, some music, some comedy. This is Friday night. Next week, Friday night. So that's the 21st. Friday night, the 21st. Once again, this is at the 15 miles north of Gallup, and it is a half a mile west on Deer Spring Road. So this is a family friendly event. So make sure that you guys bring your children, bring your other family members, come on through and have some fun. All right. And some of the sponsors are Frankie T's Barbershop, GPS, the Gallup Plumbing Service. How are those guys sponsoring you guys? Res Made, Hustle Tribe, Black Streak Apparel, first annual tournament. Jude Plumbing, Rabbit Art, Duncan's Entertainment, Wolf, Speedy Sounds, and Event Center. That's going on next Saturday. Next Friday, actually. How much is parking, and is there an entry fee? All right. To the right of this flyer here, it says concessions by S Bar L. $10 for adults and $5 for kids. So there is an admission fee, and that's the admission fee. $10 for adults and $5 for kids. There is going to be a campsite provided, so you guys are more than welcome to cruise over on Friday, sleep there Friday night, and then get ready for the events on Saturday. And they will have some merchandise giveaway. They will also be doing a back to school drive. So anybody who is watching and interested in coming, you are more than welcome to bring a donation if you want to. It is highly encouraged. So if you want to go to Walmart and grab a couple of pencils, some crayons, or even those little packets of paper, bring it by. They're only like 60 cents. So only 60 cents can make a difference in a child's education and in a child's motivation to go back to school ready next school year, because whether you like to believe it or not, there's still a lot of people out there struggling, and there's a lot of people out there who are not able to provide school supplies for their kids, or let's say if a guardian is taking care of their grandchild or their niece or their nephew. There's a lot of people out there who are not able to provide school supplies for the kids. So anything will help. So donations are definitely encouraged. Bring it by, and then they will do a donation, a back to school drive. So that's pretty cool. I admire that. I admire that they put that in there. And also, it is an alcohol-free event. Alcohol-free event. That means don't bring your alcohol. Leave that shit at home, or don't even buy it. Don't even buy it. Don't even purchase it, because it's not allowed on the premises. Okay? Let's see. If you guys want more information, you can email logres491@gmail.com. Once again, that's logres491@gmail.com. So that's for Friday night, starting at 6 p.m. LOG says, admission is for our entertainers. We want to help them get with gas money. Oh, okay. So, let's see. LOG says, parking is free, but admission is 10 and adults. 10 for adults and then 5 for kids. And the admission fee is going to go to the entertainers, and because they want to help them with gas money. So the $10 and the $5 will be spread equally, I'm assuming, to Ernest, Reminisce Band, a YGB Band, and then also this whole lineup right here for Saturday night. Check it out. Hold up. Good evening, Arrows. What's up? Good evening, LOG. I'm making admission affordable. Triple the entertainment for half the cost for all my native people, for all my Reyes people. Yeah, that's some really good entertainment, and $10 and $5 is very cheap. All right, for Saturday night, all right, it's starting at 8 a.m. in the morning. So if you are not an early riser, you better make sure that you set like 6 alarm clocks in your tent if you decide to sleep over. But it's going to start at 8 a.m., okay? Here's everything that's going down at 8 a.m. Saturday, July 22nd, 2023. Same location, S Bar L resident. Am I saying that right? S Bar L? What does that stand for? S Bar L or S Bar I. Let me zoom in. Or is it a word? Or is it a word? Am I pronouncing it all wrong? Sparrow? I'll just go S Bar L. Damn. It's closed up on me really good. Alright. Alright, now I'm ready for that. S Bar L. This is the style of naming ranches. You pronounce it. Alright then. Alright, so it's S Bar L residence, Twin Lakes, New Mexico. 15 miles north of Gallup and a half a mile west on Deer Spring Road. Same location, just the next day, which is Saturday, July 22nd, 2023. Registration for the full court, right? For the full court entertainment. So at 8 p.m. is when all the registration is gonna happen. So I'm gonna read this off to you guys. You see that? That's 8 a.m. All right, 8 a.m. And then here's everything that's gonna happen. So full court or full dirt court, okay? And then they'll have a merchandise giveaway. Campsite provided, alcohol free. All right. Okay. Res ball, back to school drive. Okay, I believe this is all gonna happen on one day in a day, right? So they'll have everything scheduled out, but everything is supposed to start at 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. is for the late registration, and then they'll more than likely start the whole full court tournament at 9 a.m. So the team entry is $150. All right. And then for the 5-on-5, man, this is hard for me to read, bro. All right, so for team entry is 150, right? 5-on-5 for the men division, 5-on-5 for the co-ed division, 3-on-3 is open, and 1-on-1 is king of the court. So $100 goes to the winner of the 1-on-1 king of the court. All right. So once again, if you need some clarifying questions, make sure you hit up LOG at logres491@gmail.com. Let's just say if you want to know how to pay, you can hit him up, or he could just tell us right here. Is everything just cash, no Zelle, nothing like that? And then in the evening time, right, there's going to be a 491 hip hop showcase. All right. So 491 hip hop show. All right. So that's going to be featuring all of these artists here. Boom, 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 boom. Now I'm not trying to give them all clout on my channel, so I'm only going to say Arrows is performing. So Arrows and LOG will be performing. Alright, so you guys already know LOG on my channel, so you guys already know he's gonna perform. But everybody else is cool too, but I'm pretty sure they're not shouting me out on their pages. So it is what it is. Arrows and LOG will be performing at 8 p.m. along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more artists. It's gonna be dope. And I'm excited to see everybody perform. I haven't seen most of these guys perform. I only seen about 1, 2. Actually, I mean, you know what? I'm excited to see Cody OG. I know he's gonna kill it. He's probably gonna kill it. So I'm excited to see all these people perform. All right, let me read this LOG. LOG says 150 for a 10-man roster. I'm giving shirts up to 3rd place. Technically, it's 15 a man if you got a team of 10. All right, so all of you people who love to play basketball, get with 10 of your homies, okay? And then just pitch in $15 each, and then you will make $150, and you will all qualify for the 10-man roster, okay? So all you got to do is get your 10 best friends who played ball the greatest, and then just pitch in $15 each and make it happen. Yo, LOG, if somebody wins that 10-man roster, is there going to be a prize for them? Are they going to win a sheep? I can do Cash App, Zelle, or straight cash. All right, there you have it. Zelle, cash, or Cash App. Can you please say happy birthday to Zachary? Izzy, I love your channel. Please say happy birthday to Zachary. Happy birthday, Zachary, whoever you are, wherever you are. How old are you? Can somebody please tell me how old Zachary is? We also got a 3-on-3 category and co-ed 5-on-5. So 3-on-3 is just like me, Jerickson, and Lefty versus LOG and 2 of his greatest basketball players. And I don't think that would happen because I don't play basketball. But it's just like that. And co-ed, it'll be like me and Jerickson and Christmas, Sierra, and then someone else. So that one is able to do boys and girls, and then they verse a team of boys and girls too, right? 5-on-5. Cool. All right, winners get shirts. The MVP will get a custom Razball Showcase jersey with a native print. And all tourneys for champion team are getting native design duffel bags. Oh shit, duffel bags? Damn. Damn. That's pretty cool. So that is happening Saturday. Yo, LOG, on Friday, July 21st at 6 p.m. Wait, LOG, are you busy right now? Let me know if you're busy or not. Oh, okay. Yo, I made some shirts back in the day that I was supposed to write all tourneys for it, but I forgot. I think I forgot an in. So I still delivered those shirts, and they were upset, so they only paid me half of the money. So I always every time I see the word tourney, it always reminds me of me misspelling all tourney. Damn, that was pretty messed up. So that's what's happening. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, hit up LOG at logres491@gmail.com. Once again, that's logres491@gmail.com. Next week, Friday the 21st and Saturday the 22nd, it's gonna go down. I will be there on Saturday. Okay? I also like to be there on Friday because I want to see Ernie do his thing, man. Because that's my boy right there. Ernie, Ernie, Ernie. Yeah. It's going to be a good event. So what are you guys up to? Where you guys at? What are you guys doing? What are you guys eating? What are you guys smelling? Are you guys good? What's up? Now that I have your undivided attention, let me share with you guys this flyer. The white buffalo. Alright, man. LOG, take care, bro. I'll announce it again when I go live later on again. Damn, boy, you glazed right now. Glazed? What about the dog? Does he have glaucoma too? Because his eyes are glassy as fuck. Jump on some Madden. I'm sure if you can play against Xbox. I'm not sure if you can play against Xbox players, but it would be cool to play one against you. Man, just come over, bro. Come over here. Let's play on the PlayStation. You don't live too far from where I live, right? Let's play on the PlayStation. Big dog. What about your dog? Does he have glaucoma too? Because his eyes are glassy as fuck. Have you guys seen that movie? What's that movie on? I ever tell you the story about when I helped save that old man from that flood down in Pinon? I have that video and I posted it on my TikTok. So I had to kind of like chop it up and then just it's not working. Anyways, so I was driving back home to Blue Gap from Pinyon one evening, and then I was cruising. Everybody was going slow. There was a whole flood down on the highway, and I was watching. I looked over, and to the left there was a truck in the middle of a flash flood, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" So I pulled over and I asked that man. I was like, "Yo, are you okay? Did you already call someone?" And he's like saying, "Yeah." But he was in the middle of the flash flood. And I was just tripping how many people were just driving by him, not even trying to help him out. So I said, I pulled over. I said, "All right, man, this dude probably needs some help." And then this lady comes over, right? And she says, "We need to help him because there's a storm coming." And I looked to my left, to my right, and I was like, "Holy shit, there is a storm coming." And there was a big ass cloud that was coming over the mountain. And I was like, "Holy shit, man. What do we need to do? We need to start getting this guy's truck out of the water, out of the situation, because if we attempt to bring him out, I had a feeling that he was going to like slip under the water and just float away or something." And it wasn't just my safety or his safety I was concerned about. I was also concerned about the safeties of those other guys because I don't know what their story was. So I just was like, "Yo, what we need to do is we need to get the truck out of the whole situation, get it out of the water, and then drag it somewhere else where it's not in danger." Right? So we started to try to find ropes. We tried to find chain. Like we were looking everywhere for a rope and a chain. I had some rope, but it was the rope that I used to tie down the merch on the Black Angus when I used to have the Black Angus. And every single one of them that I used tore, right? So I was like, "Man, what are we gonna do?" So this guy came up and he said, "Yo, I have a chain." So I was like, "All right, cool." So I ran over there to his truck, grabbed the chain, ran back, and I said, "Yo, here's the chain." So originally this guy came through, right? This guy came through and he had a truck with a light bar on top, like he was a police officer or security. So I figured that, hey, this guy is probably working for the school and he's come out here to help in the meantime while the cops come through. So he brings out a huge rope. That rope was like that thick. It was thin, but it was that thick. And it was long, so I knew it was durable. So we were super excited. You were like, hell yeah! So we grabbed that rope, tied it around the old man's truck, pulled it out. That's when I got the chain. So I brought the chain, we wrapped it up, pulled it, and then attached it to that man's truck with that bar light on the top. So he had 4x4, right? So then he started to pull the truck out from the wash, and he pulled it correctly, right? It was coming out. But that truck is like a 2022 or some shit. It's all computer ran and everything just kind of locked up when the water overflowed the engine. So ain't nothing was fucking working. Hold on real quick. Mr. T is inviting you on his show if you'd like to join. Channel Mr. T. Wait, right now? Who's Mr. T? Let me look this up real quick and I'll continue my story.
Video where I stopped the jealousy and I've talked
Yes, I can. Yes, I fucking can. The one where you did when you were fucking begging Jennifer. "Why did you block me, Jen? Why did you block me? I love you, Jen. That was so fucked up, Jen." Yeah, you did that.
Papa, put your hand in there. Show me what you're working with. That one was my clickbait one.
It wasn't clickbait.
Yes,
It
it
was not
was.
fucking clickbait. It was not
Oh my
fucking
God.
clickbait.
How long was that one?
She blocked you because you were being creepy as fuck to her too.
No.
Blockers got me with a problem. Not going around telling everybody's fingers, make sure they got all their
It was not a
a different code name so
So fun. That sounds cool. I'd like to join that, but there's a whole lot of people talking about a whole lot of shit that I don't really want to talk about. Then I probably wouldn't want to talk about it. But anyways, all right. So I got the chain right, and I went over, and then the guys attached the chain to the truck, pulled out the truck real smooth. Like I said, the whole computer in the inside wasn't working so well. So when the guy got pulled out, he was trying to turn the wheel, but it wouldn't turn. And he tried to push the brake, but it wouldn't brake. So instead of turning on the road, he went straight down the other side of the hill. I don't know, maybe all of you guys seen this video already, but it went down the hill, and it almost went into a different ditch, but then that rope kind of caught it, and then it pulled this truck, kind of slid this truck downward. And as soon as that happened, I guess it turned this guy completely off from helping. He didn't want to help anymore because he was upset at the older guy because the older guy didn't turn or he didn't push the brakes. So what we had to do was we had to crawl down there, take out the rope, and then relay the rope toward the south because it was originally going north. So we went south because the truck was parked this way and the other trucks are this way. It would be easier just to attach it here and pull it straight out, right? And then we were trying to find someone else to pull it out. And everybody else who was helping the ride wasn't really pulling it out, right? And I was like, okay, so what are we going to do? So we started asking all these other people, hey, can we pull it out? Some people tried to pull it out, but it wouldn't work because the truck wasn't strong enough. So we were just like confused, man. We were confused. Not really confused. We were just waiting for someone to come by and help. So then that guy was still around, right? And I was like, yo, we need your truck now. Can you pull us out? And then right when I said that, he started giving me an attitude, bro. He's like, I don't want to do that when he's driving or whatever the fuck he said. You guys already seen the video probably. You guys know what he said. So I was like, yo, why are you acting that way? First of all, why the fuck is he acting that way? And I posted that video on TikTok, and a lot of people were saying, well, one person was saying, well, Navajo Nation has a guideline of how to use their vehicles and whatnot, and I was just thinking to myself, are you gonna really choose a life over a truck? Is that really what the Navajo Nation has come to? Navajo Nation police officers should have a responsibility to help protect the community in any way possible. And I feel like that's the reason why they signed up, is so that they can help the community. And if they're not really going to honor their oath to protect and serve, then I don't think they should be anywhere near a badge, a gun, or a Navajo Nation police truck. And that's just my opinion. Because if you guys watch the video, there are literally police officers standing around as they watch us struggle finding a vehicle to help pull out this elderly from the ditch. And to us, we thought that was kind of fucked up, because if I had a van, I couldn't pull out a big ass truck with a van. So that man or the police officer should have felt responsible enough to be like, yo, don't even worry, bring the truck over here and I'll deal with the consequences until after we save this man's life. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't the case. They were just standing around really concerned about this man's rope, the strap, the one I originally got, the thick one, the long one. He wanted that strap back because he felt like we were treating him unfairly because he helped enough pulling him out, then it went down there. He don't want to help anymore other than that because he was concerned about his truck. And I get it. But for me, if you're going to be driving around a truck with a siren on top talking about, oh, I'm the community guide or watcher or whatever, because apparently he's not actually employed through the Navajo Nation or anything around there. He's just a volunteer. Homeboy volunteered to come over here and put his truck and his rope on the line with that siren on top. But for me, I feel like that shit should have been illegal, isn't it? Like you can't pretend to be like an officer of the law. Why the fuck is that thing on top of your truck? You know what I'm saying? I was confused at that because that's why I was asking him, is this your truck? Is this your truck? If it's not your truck, then we need to use it to get this man out. But apparently it was his truck. And he installed that siren on top of that truck on his own. So I was like, yo, this is some funky shit. You know, you don't just randomly do that shit. And if you say, oh, I'm in the front lines and I'm going to help my people in this community, and that's going to be the name that everybody's going to remember me by. If you're going to take a stand in that way, in that sense, then you shouldn't show as much resistance as that man showed when his truck got pulled off to the side but not into the ditch. You know what I'm saying? A little tug on a truck made him change his mind about being a community servant. So we were like, man, well, take your rope then, take it off yourself. And it was just like, he didn't want to take it off by himself. I have a really strong feeling that none of those officers or security guards, actually there was no security guards on the scene, none of those officers wanted to get dirty. That's the reason why none of them went in and tried to help us, because none of them wanted to get dirty. And when one of the community members pulled out that old man, right, and everybody went over there and started helping him, one of the officers came by and said, let me get that strap. Give me that strap. Like, as if the strap was the most important thing of the whole entire situation. They wanted that rope. Everybody was trying to get that rope. Everybody was trying to get that rope. And I feel like they kind of like, I don't know. That shit was dumb, dude. They missed the whole point of the mission. The mission was to save the old man. The mission was not to get props for 15 minutes and get some appreciation for 10 minutes. Okay? And to change your mind mid-process of saving a life. That was not the mission. So I was just confused. And the mission was not to save the strap. No one cares about the strap. We cared about this old man's life. So that's why we were there. We were trying to help. But these guys got it all confused. So the cop got the strap back, and we were laughing low key. And then we were like off camera, we were making fun because that's just what we do. We're like, what the fuck's up with this rope, dude? It's like I'm worth $1 million or something. What's up with this rope? Everybody wants this rope. And that's the first thing that he didn't even ask. He didn't even go over there and check on that old man. He literally went straight for the rope. The old man got out the ride and he was standing there. Everybody else went over there to check on him, and he, strap, give me that strap. Damn, that shit pissed me off, bro. I'm just like, damn, I wish that I could just burn that rope. You know what I'm saying? And then just be like, what is wrong with you guys, man? What is wrong with you guys? Do you guys know each other? Are you guys cousins? Is that the reason why you're so obsessed with this rope? You guys share this rope? Has this rope been passed down for generations and generations and generations? Is that why you guys are so attached to this rope? It's barely been 3 hours and you grew this much attachment? Actually, that cop just got there like 20 minutes before we took that man out, and he grew this attachment to this rope. And I'm just mind-boggled at that situation, man. This was a whole year ago, but it still pisses me off because it's like, bro, it's just a fucking rope, dog. Why are you concerned about the rope? Why? So we got the guy out, right? And then we were driving away, and then I saw that guy walk by and said, hey, don't forget about your rope. Just to piss him off just a little bit more. And then we were driving by, and there was a big ass truck parked at the end of traffic, not pedestrian traffic. This big ass truck was parked in the back of all the emergency vehicle traffic. We got a cop car here, a cop truck here, ambulance here, and then the big ass like fire truck type of ride was in the back. And I was thinking to myself, if you guys hadn't put your little brains together and created a normal sized brain, you would have taken that big ass truck, drove it closer to where the old man was, pulled out one of your straps, and pulled him out very, very easily. Instead, all the community members had to suffer their little trucks to try to, because it was like 3 trucks that tried to pull out that ride, but that ride was too heavy. Everybody was trying to pull that ride up. And you had this big ass diesel ass truck way in the back just parked there. And you didn't want to drive it up here and help this old man out? That's what made me so fucking confused. I had no idea what to say. I had no idea what to do. So I posted that video and that got 30,000 views. And a lot of people were super upset with the way the Navajo Nation police officers handled their business. Because we all know those officers, right? We all know them because they're all within that community. And everybody basically knows who they are. And don't get me wrong, when I do my food sales and I know there's an officer and I know if there's an officer, I try to hook them up. I try to give them a discount just because they're officers. But since that situation took place, I was just like, man, I don't know, man. This is not that's nothing honorable about that whole thing that happened, that took place. And I'm wondering if they've seen it. Oh, and by the way, after that whole situation, like a week later, I came back home and I was going to do a food sale with my sister, right? And I pulled up next to this truck. And this truck was parked there and he was selling hay. And I know this guy. This guy literally sells hay there all the time. Every weekend he sells hay. Every day this dude sells hay. And I know him because he bought food from me before. When I parked next to him, he was parked next to me and he bought food from me. But when I pulled up, I was with my sister and we were going to sell mutton sandwiches, right? I pulled up right when I got out. He looked at me. He said, I know who you are. He's like, don't park right here. Don't record me. Don't put me on video. I know what you do. I know what you're about. And I looked at him and was like, what? I was looking around for a while. I was like, wait, what? He said, I know who you are. I know what you're about. I know what you do. Don't record me. I'm like, dude, I'm not even trying to record you. What are you talking about? But he kept saying, I know what you do. I know what you do. And then I was like, you know what? I'm here with my sister. I'm not even trying to wild out. All right? It's fucking whatever. And I looked at him. I was like, yo, we're just trying to sell, bro. Do you want us to move? He's like, no, just stay there. Just don't record me. I was like, all right. So I walked into the food truck, right? Walked into the food truck. And as I was in the food truck, I was thinking to myself, I bet you anything this guy thinks he's punking me right now. I bet he's on the phone right now saying, yo, Drew Munson's a bitch, man. Why you even let him talk to you, like, or whatever? So I was like, man, fuck this. I jumped out, closed the door, and I said, what's up, dude? What the fuck? What's wrong with you? What's your problem? Then he's just sitting there. He's like, just looking at me. Because I walked up to him. I was like, what's your problem, man? What do you got to do? What's going on? And then he's like, I just know what you do. And I was like, I'm not here to do that shit. I'm here to make some money. You're here to make some money. I'm here to make some money. I don't know what the fuck you're mad about. And then he just looked at me. He's like, no, man, we're cool, man. We're cool. We're cool. He tried to shake my hand. I was like, I'm not shaking your hand, bro. Just don't come at me like that because it's not cool. I'm just here to make some money, and that's it. Then he left me alone, right? And then, like an hour later, he comes to my window. You're still selling food? I said, fuck no. You think I'm going to sell you some food? Hell no. Starve. As a matter of fact, eat your hay. I'm not selling you shit. And I was like, nah, we're sold out, bro. And I looked at my sister. My sister's like, why did you do that? And I was like, being an asshole. Let him walk all the way across that flea market area and get some food. He can't just walk straight across because it's convenient for his ass at the moment to get some food for me when he's being an asshole to me without even knowing who the fuck I am. That wasn't right. That wasn't cool. He didn't have the right to do that. So that's why I said, nah, dude, we're sold out. Even though we weren't sold out, we had a shitload of food left to sell, man. It was nice, man. It was a good moment that time. It's not the first thing that's not the only issue that happened. Actually, should I say, that's not the only event that happened after the whole situation with the elderly getting stuck in the ride. Watch, I'll share with you another one that no one knows about. Hold up. The hell happened here? Okay. All right. So I go home and I got a bunch of tacos that I'm selling, right? And it was at the time when I first got my iPad. Cardinals were playing Seahawks. Man, I remember this shit like it was yesterday, dog. I'm gonna take you guys down memory lane, right? So, Cardinals were playing Seahawks, and I was parked at the same location where I usually park to do a food sale. All right. Now, this guy, a long ass time ago, right? Let me set the mood. Hold on. Let me set the mood. Yo, feel free to ask me questions about the stories, guys. Don't just be all weird and look at me. All right, so let me set the mood with these lights. All right. Long ass time ago, when I was young, I was like, I don't know, 18, 19, 20. I had no job. I lived on the res. I was a bum, basically, and I needed help with money. So there was a program called GA. I don't know if any of you guys know what GA is, but it stands for General Assistance. Basically means that they help you with money like every month or so. I don't know if it's, yeah, every month. They help you with money every month. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Stop. All right. I'll leave it like this. So they help you with money every month, okay? So I went over there and I applied. And then there was this old man who used to work there. And he was always like, his mouth was on the air. You know what I'm saying? He was always an ass, man. He was always an asshole to everybody. He would be just mad, like, what are you doing here this time? You never found a job? You know? It's just pissed, dude. And we would just be like, why is he always mad? He's acting like we're asking him for his money. This is general assistance, dog. This is like fucking federal funds. We need the money. We broke. We starving. So help us out. But it wasn't like that. He was very, very, very in control of that program. And he actually got to decide whether if you receive GA or not. You know, this is a native struggle. This is a native thing, man. Navajos know about this a lot because if you are on this chat and you front and you tell me you never got food stamp or general assistance, you're full of shit. Or if your parents never received it or not, you got to be full of shit. Because I don't think, like, a lot of Navajos had to have some type of help like that because it's they ain't shit on the res, man. They ain't shit on the res. So anyways, we asked this guy, yo, can we get some help? And then he just give us the biggest attitude. And then he would start talking down on us like, you guys don't have the motivation to do anything for yourself in this world these days. You young kids need to learn how to find work and go out there and get a job and all this shit he was saying to us. And I'm like, bro, the fuck is your problem, bro? Just give us the money. All you got to do is say yes or say no. We don't want to hear you preach. I mean, you sound like you're from the suburbs or you got $1 million fucking dollars, but you're sitting over here in this hot ass trailer power tripping just because you're in charge of running people through their applications to get general assistance or not, and you're over here tripping. And I was upset. But anyways, that same man, right? Remember that man. So we were selling food over here. I was selling food. I was by myself. But I always keep my gun on me. Always. Never am I lacking with no gun. I always have my gun on me because I know a lot of people are haters. And I'm not just talking about YouTube. I'm talking about other places too. People are just fucking haters. So I kept my gun on me all the time. So I was watching Eagles and Cardinals. By the way, the food sale was almost done. I did really good all day. And I think I only had like 4 or 5 more plates to sell. So I was sitting there and I was watching the Eagles and the Cardinals play, right? Fucking Cardinals lost like so bad, so embarrassing. So I was like sitting there and then this ride pulls up. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I hope he orders like 4 or 5 plates or something. So dude pulls up and I say, hey, what's up? How may I help you? And then it's like, fuck you doing on my land? Fuck. I was like, what? He's like, the fuck you doing on my land? Go over there. I looked at him, I was like, the fuck you talking about? This is my land, from here to here, all the way over there. Get your shit, get out now, get out now. And I was like, bro, I'm not going nowhere, man. This is where I sell all the time. Then he gets fucking mad. Then he starts looking around. He's like trying to grab whatever he was trying to grab, but his lady was in the car with him. And I knew that was a scare tactic. Because I know that motherfucker can't afford no gun or whatever the hell he's looking for. By the way he was dressed, by the way he looked, I'm like, yeah, you don't got a gun on you. You're fucking lying. So he was trying to grab like this imaginary gun, and I already had mine. I had mine in my hand because he was like this. The window was here. I had mine down here. I was ready to go. If he pulled out a gun, I would have bam, bam, that way, for protection purposes only. But that didn't happen because I know he didn't have shit on him. So he just started looking around. He's like, man, you better get out of here before I come back. I'm just like, fuck you, you ain't gonna do shit. And then when I said that to him, he got mad. He jumped out his car. He went to my window, and the window was right here. And I was looking down on him. And he's like, "What's up? What's up?" He's like, like this. Watch. Like this. Watch. What's up? What's up? That's what he was doing. What's up? What's up? That's why natives do that all the time, man. You can tell when the Navajos don't know how to fight for shit. That's what they do. What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? And you can tell already that he didn't know what the hell he was doing. So I was just standing there and I was just talking shit in his face. Like, I was like, you ain't gonna do shit, bro. You ain't gonna do shit. Meet me on the other side. Meet me on the other side. I was saying. He was just saying, fuck you, man. I'm gonna come back. You better be gone. This is my land. Don't sell here. I was just talking shit to him. I was pointing in his face. And I was like, you ain't gonna do shit, man. You ain't gonna do shit. And then he got on his ride, and then his lady's like, babe, come on, babe. And I was like, you better get in your ride. Your bitch is calling your name. Man, I remember that shit like it was just yesterday, bro. And when I call this lady, I was like, your bitch is calling your name. You better get in the ride. Dang, that pissed him off even more, bro. But he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit. He just got on his ride and he left. And he said, when I come back, you better not be right here. He said, I was like, please, you're full of shit. But low key, I believed him. Because I think he was kind of buzzed too. So, he's like, I'm gonna bring all my cousins over here, he's all saying. I was like, I don't give a fuck, come on, bring it on. And then he drove off. I was like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have said that. So I made sure I got my gun, I got my bullets on my gun, I was all ready. So I called my sister and I said, yo, send Kai over here because this guy's tripping over here. And he said he was gonna bring some guys over and then do something. Already. My sister's husband fucking hauled ass over here, and he was all ready, but when he came over, right, that sad boy, the one that worked at the GA office, he pulled up with his daughter, and he drove toward the entrance of that gate, and they pulled out a big ass sign that says no selling, and they put it on the barbed wire fence. And right then I already knew they're related with each other. And then I walked out the trailer and I said, what are you guys doing? I'm still selling. Then they said, you can't sell here anymore. We're not allowing nobody to sell here anymore. You guys ruined it. And I was like, it's not even your land, bro. This is our land from this area all the way down there. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You natives don't own no fucking land. Shut the hell up with that bullshit, bro. It just pissed me off because every native claims to own this territory. It's like, bro, you're fucking full of shit. This is like 10 miles away from where your house is. And every native only gets an acre. What the fuck you talking about? This is my whole land. Pisses me off just thinking about it right now, man. And I was like, yo, okay, so he comes over and I was like, oh, so you know that drunk dude that was driving. Is that the reason why you guys are over here telling, putting that sign up so we don't sell no more? And then he's like, they didn't say anything after that. I said, oh, you do know him. So you guys really encourage drinking and driving. So if I call the cops right now and then tell them that I was going to fucking call the cops on him. I was like, so I tell him that your son is drinking and driving, and then you guys will be okay if I went and did that. Then they weren't talking. I was like, all right. So then they just continued to do the thing. They're over there laughing and giggling, and I was like, man, you guys are fucking dumb, bro. And I already had a history with that old man, and I already didn't like that old man, like from a long time ago, because of how much of a hard time he used to give the people in the community, because he had a little bit of power, and he used to use that power to his advantage to make people suffer. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, fuck that guy. I already knew him. He's an older man now. It's not the first time he pulled up neither. One time he pulled up when we first started selling, and he was saying shit to us. You guys better clean all this up. I know how this place was, and if you guys leave and if I see trash, I know where to find you guys. And then we're just like, man, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Pisses me off, man, just thinking about it. So anyways, they put up that big ass sign. I get in the truck, and I started to drive off. And I said, man, fuck this. I got out, took the sign off, tore that shit up, left it. Said, nah, bro, you can't do this shit, because people need to realize that a huge percentage of Native Americans, I'm only talking about Navajos right now, but Native Americans in general, a huge percentage of Navajos on the Navajo Nation make their living to pay the bills, feed their kids, put gas in their vehicles, feed their livestock, pay for electricity, I guess that's bills, go from point A to point B. A huge percentage of them are entrepreneurs. And a lot of them make arts and crafts. They sell snow cones, they sell food, they sell shirts. A lot of them have shit to sell so that they can make money, so that they can survive and provide for their family. You get an asshole like this guy coming around to a place where he calls his land and completely tries to shut down the operation because his son feels entitled to this property, and he comes over and he uses that same power trip that he used when we were younger asking for general assistance. And he comes on over and he says, you can't sell here no more because why? Because his feelings got hurt, because I called his son a bitch and I call his son's lady a bitch. Why? Because I said he ain't gonna do shit. And then his son goes back crying to his dad saying, oh, Dad, they're over there selling on our land. And then he comes over here and says, come on, let's go over there. Let's put the sign up. It's bullshit, bro. That's some bullshit. Navajos need and they deserve the right to be able to make a living while they sell their own product, sell their own food, and hustle, basically. They have that right to hustle, because a lot of us, may I remind you guys, it's been a minute since I had a regular job. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since I had a regular job where I worked for someone, clocked in, and then got a paycheck like that. Majority of the time, I worked for myself. I sold shirts, I did my shows, I did my DJ gigs. You know, I'm an independent contractor. I'm a hustler right now. That's how I make my money. That's what I do. A lot of natives out here, that's what they do. The only way they're able to make a living is to create a business or create a product and then distribute it themselves as an independent independent contractor, or just someone who works for themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's the only fucking way. And a lot of people in the Navajo Nation, that's the only way they get their goods. Christmas time, you see all these people making shit, and the reason why they're making shit is because they provide a product, and the customers come over here, and they buy the product, and they take that product, and they give it as a gift to someone. Man, Christmas time is like one of the fewest holidays where every hustler, whether they make shirts, whether they make jewelry, whether they make food, they snacks, decorations, whatever it is that they make, Christmas time is one of the times where they make the most money. And that's just facts. And if some person like this guy comes over And he thinks he has the authority to say you can sell now, you can sell then, you can sell here, you can sell there. You can't sell now, you can't sell here. That's some bullshit. That dude has no right to do what he did. And his bitch ass son has no right to pull up on me while I'm trying to make some fucking money and tell me to leave. You know what I'm saying? And that guy a long time ago, he had no right to be like power tripping over who gets GA and who doesn't. It was not just him, it was another old ass lady who was in that office. She was a bitch too. And I'm just like, man, all of y'all are bitches, bro. What's wrong with you people? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you really about helping the people? Or are you just here because your ego needs stroking and you need to give everybody a hard fucking time? Just because you feel like you're in a better position than everybody else is. You think you're above everybody else because you have a fucking job with the Navajo Nation? You held that shit down for like 50, 40 years. That's the only reason why you have that job right now. You know what I'm saying? This shit pisses me off, man. It's not even just the people in the GA office. It's other people too. People who work in the school systems. I know fucking assholes who work in the school systems for fucking years. They still don't know how to be polite to parents. They still treat their kids like fucking shit. That's people who you guys, or not you guys, but that's people who held on to these positions for so many fucking years. And they think because they're not yet fired or they're not let go yet, that they have the right to treat people like that every single fucking day. I'm telling you, not even too long ago, I had an experience like this. I went into a building where someone was just being truly disrespectful. And I'm just like, bitch, do you go to sleep at night? Do you drink water? You need to eat some vegetables. At least do some yoga. Damn, stretch in the morning. Do something. Do something different. You're waiting on your husband to make a move on you, and he ain't making that move, and you're super unhappy. You need to take charge, and you need to make the move. I mean, fuck. You need to get a little bit of relief because you're so fucking stressed out that you come to work, and then you're just bitchy to everybody in the fucking that comes into the building that seeks help. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make no fucking sense to me. That's why I'm just like, oh my God, bro. What is wrong with you people? And then it comes all the way down to the police officers, and it comes all the way down to the people who say, oh, I'm in charge of the community. Let me get up in there with my flashy ass lights and then be stingy with my light in my truck when it comes down to actually fucking putting in the work. I'm just going to stand here and watch all these young men do the work, and then I'll tell them to move and get out of the way when traffic starts to flow. That's my job as a police officer. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes down to the chapter houses. Oh my God, don't even get me started. The people who work in the kitchen are so much more appreciative of their job opportunity. The people who clean the toilets and mop the floor are so much more generous to the community members than the vice president, president, secretary, whatever and whatever. Trust me, dog. I went into several chapter houses. I've dealt with 35 chapter houses in one summer. I have visited 15 chapter houses in one summer. I have visited 20 chapter houses in a different summer. I've called 115 chapter houses and I've dealt with the same fucking bullshit. You don't fucking believe me. I got the proof to show you. I literally have done so much work with the Navajo Nation chapter house to know that every single one of them has an employee in there that's so fucking bitchy that needs to be let go. And they need to put somebody else in those positions that will benefit the chapter house and benefit the community members. And that's just the way it has to be, dog. I'm serious, man. I've seen it, I've witnessed it, and you guys all know what I'm talking about. You guys all know what I'm talking about. You can't sit there and tell me, hey, some people have a bad day. Yeah, some people have a bad day for one fucking day, not for 2 weeks, 2 years, and 2 months. That's not how a bad day works. You don't say, I'm going to have a bad day today. I'm going to stretch it out to 2 months. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have a bad day for 2 years. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. Like, you had to hear him gripe just to receive your check. Did the live just glitch? I don't think so. I would have sung, "This land is my land. This land is our land." Facts, bro. Natives to land dispute. Man, Navajo natives always have land disputes. It's so fucking embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the most embarrassing things about being a native is that everybody has a land dispute. This side is mine, this side is yours. Oh, you can't grow a tree there because it marks off where I'm. Man, bro, come on now, really? I mean, first of all, why is the person even complaining about a land dispute? Isn't the person who's moving in have any ounce of, how do you say, any ounce of awareness? Like, dude, someone's living right there. I shouldn't move here. I should move somewhere else. Instead, they see someone living there, but like, I'm gonna move right there. Ooh, I'm gonna live right next to him. Come on, don't be a dumbass, bro. That's how land disputes happen. If you see someone's fucking house and their whole corral, and you know, obviously this is their land area, like, you can't just be like, oh yeah, their land is like, the Markov line is 1 foot over to the south, so if I start the foundation there, I should be good. Dude, what the fuck? If someone has the whole land in that area, someone's family is living there, don't go crawling your dirty ass in there and trying to set up camp, bro. That's not where you belong, dog. And if you're an in-law, please do not build a house at your in-laws' home and expect it to be yours. Once you build a house at your in-laws' land, that house does not belong to you. You cannot run to that home to escape from your fucked up marriage. You cannot run to escape from an argument that your lady started over some bullshit about things that happened 5 years ago. Alright? You cannot run over there. You need to run your ass all the way back to where you were born. Alright? Don't ever think you can build a home in your in-laws' land and expect to be staying there like all the time. That's not your house no more, man. That house belongs to your lady's mom. Yeah, that's facts. You should have laid down on the ground like your picture and said, now it's my land. For real, huh? I should have jumped down and be like, yo, this is my land now. Yeah, it's funny. I feel you, brother. You're in the right. Man, Jararkula. I know how to say that word. I haven't said it in a while. Got Jack with lands in northeast New Mexico. Look up Maxwell land grant. A couple of idiots are the reason Apache are in Dulce. Hey Arrows, how much do you charge to do a foundation? Hey Jen, if you could hit me up, I could give you an estimate. It's better that you hit me up. And I don't know if you have that number anymore, but it's 505-600-9594. Hit me up at that number, and then I can talk to you about how I do my estimates. Okay? Yes, all of them. IHS ladies, especially people who work at the chapter house, Lowe's managers. What is this? Gabe says. What is this? This is the channel that you didn't know you needed, but you got it. So feel free to subscribe to Jermonson Yazzie. Ransan says they won't help out a brother on the side of the road, but police definitely will Christmas light wolf pack on you for going 4 miles over the speed limit. Gerald Milford says Jermonson for president. Nah, that's funny. God damn, bro, this rant cracking me up, but it's all true. Yeah, it's all true, man. Chanel says, what is happening? LOL, I missed the whole rant. Yo, this is probably one of the the chillest rants that I've had in a minute, man. I haven't been able to rant like this in a while. Stay off drugs. Exactly. Stay away from drugs, guys. Natives only have leased land right, no native-owned land on the reservation. True. I'm eating and listening to you. I can just imagine you like, sheesh. Carrie Thompson with a smile, Jen. Dang, arrows. I agree, arrows. We all go through that. Yo, what's up, Skittle? Yo, what's up? Yup. Funny, I hate land talk with relatives, so I bought 20 acres on New Mexico last year. Now all my kids can run around bullshit free. How do you go about doing something like that? How do you go about buying some land in New Mexico? How much was it? Are you able to... Actually, you can tell me how much it was, right? Because why wouldn't you? How much was it? Tell me. Byron Sandoval says, you're lit. No, I'm on fire, dog. I ain't lit. Getting lit is for alcoholics. Being on fire is for G's like me. Sorry, bro. I'm not an alcoholic. $80K for 20 acres? That's not bad. That's not bad at all, bro. $80K for 20 acres. That was a really good investment. That was a very good investment. Good job. Hey, what's up? Adon. Janatul Dawn. Byron says, you're right. I know I'm right. Navajo customer support has always been that way. Pissed off aunties. Please let these kind of people go. I've seen this kind of attitudes not only on the res but also off the res too. But majority of the time, yeah, it's definitely happens everywhere, but the only reason why I link these attitudes to Navajo attitudes is because the majority of my life I was raised on the Navajo Nation, and I see it all the time. I see the attitudes of Navajos all the time, and it's always the same all the time. All their attitudes are the same. And it almost seems like it'll never change. And I don't know, man. I got a lot of faith in Boo, my boy Boo Nygren. Did I tell you guys what happened when we were at the rodeo? Check it out. So, let me flex on you guys really, really quick. Alright? So, you guys already know Boo Nygren is my boy, right? That's my boo! So Boo Nygren, right? I don't know if you guys seen the video, but I was building my food truck, and then I met Boo and his whole campaign crew over at Blue Gap store, right? Because one of his campaign assistants watches my videos, and when I first met Boo, he was like, "Yo, this is Drumunson. He's a YouTuber. He's a good guy. He does this for the community." Blah blah blah. And I said, all right, yo, shook his hand. Me, Jarek, and me, Lefty, and Jay Styles, Jerickson. We were at no, it was just me and Lefty. We were over at Window Rock and we were selling our merch. And then I shook his hand and I said, yo, what's up? Boom. So then ever since then, we started to run into each other every now and then, right? We see each other, say hello, what's up, what's up, what's up. So I met him at Blue Gap store and I recorded him, and then I had him speak about all the things that he wanted to like implement on the res if he became Navajo Nation president. And this is when they were campaigning. They were everywhere. This dude was everywhere. So I said, you know what? This guy is younger than I am. I believe in this guy. I think he can make a difference. I really believe that he can make an impact, not only on the elderly, but also the youth, because he's so young and he's so driven, and he's running for the Navajo Nation president. And he speaks fluent Navajo. He's really good in English, and he has what, a doctorate? He's a fucking smart kid, and he skateboards, and he knows the struggle. So I said, all right, so I'm gonna help this guy out. Recorded him, put him on my video, and then I started helping him campaign low key. Right. That's the last time I saw Boo. Last time I ever saw Boo. I went home while they were doing the votes, and I saw that he was winning, and I was like, oh shit, he's winning. All because of me. I'm just kidding. He's winning. So that night I was like, damn, this dude won. He won. I was like super happy for him. I was like, all right, cool, cool. So me and Lefty went to the rodeo the other night, right? And I was standing in line, and I was waiting for my turkey leg. Please don't eat turkey legs from the rodeo. That shit'll fuck you up. I swear to God. All right. So we were standing in line, and we were waiting for for the turkey legs, right? And then I looked to the right, and then this girl was standing behind me, and she's all giggling. Oh my God, he's right there. He's right there. And I was like, wait, who's she talking about? She's talking about me. So I turned around. She wasn't looking at me. She wasn't talking about me. She was talking about some other guy way over there. So I looked over there, and I saw Boo, and I was like, oh, she's talking about Boo, right? So I said, okay, keep your composure, Tremunson, because Boo is your boy. All right, turned around this way. I was like, all right, she's talking about Boo. So I just kept it cool, you know? Looked at him. All right, see you. Look back this way. She's all getting all weird back there. Oh my God, it's Boo. I want a picture. I want a picture. Can we get a picture? And he was standing way over there. And I already knew instantly that if my boy knew what's up, you know what I'm saying? If he knows the code, he's gonna come over here and he's gonna say what's up. That's just the code. Because if somebody is busy over here, if he's busy over there talking, you guys connect eyes, you're like, all right, I'm gonna say what's up to you after I'm done talking to this person. That's how it works. I wouldn't go be like, oh, I'm gonna go see Boo, walk over there while he's in the middle of a conversation and say, hey, what's up, Boo? That would be super rude of me to do that and cut off his conversation with one of his constituents. So I was over here and I was like, all right, so me and Lefty are staying in line, and then we're just gonna eat some turkey legs. And I already knew he was gonna come over, so we walked around, and then he looked at me, and then he pointed at me. That's what he did. He looked at me, he pointed at me. I pointed back at him, he walked up, and I shook his hand. We were like, boom, boom. And that clap literally shook the whole rodeo arena. And everybody was like, oh shit, is there an earthquake that's happening here? No, I was playing. That's not really what happened, but shook hands, everybody just looked around like, the wind blew. You know what I'm saying? So he was just like, hey, brother. Shook my hand. I said, yo, what's up? You did it. You did it. You made it. And he was happy about it too. He was like, yeah, man, we did it. He said. I said, yeah, man, you're doing a good job. You look good. You don't look stressed out. Looks like you're handling it pretty well. He's like, yeah, man, we've been doing our thing. We've been working in the office and all this stuff he was saying. I was like, all right, man, well, good luck. And I said, we'll see you around, all right? He said, yeah, we'll see you later, Jamunson. He walked off. So I have faith in my boy Boo to make any type of difference on the Navajo Nation. Whether if it's economical, I don't know if I said the word right, medical, even the emergencies, all the way down to professional development. Because a lot of people in Navajo Nation, I feel like they need some professional development training, you know? So, I believe in Boo. That's my boy. And if anybody has a problem with Boo, you come see me first. I'm just kidding. I was playing. But for real though, that's a lot of crazy shit that's happening, man. Let's see. What's the live about? I don't know. What did you gather? You tell me what the live is about. If you've been watching for more than 20 minutes long, or maybe even an hour long, and then you come over here and you ask me what the live is about, you are not paying attention. You probably need to go back to your video games and watch some video games. If you're gonna jump on here and say what is a live about while I'm in the middle of talking about what the live is about, damn, you need to go subscribe to Jerickson Hostini's channel because over there, it ain't never about shit. It ain't never about something important over there on that side. So I'm just kidding. Apaches too. Late night stories and a campfire watching arrows. Look. Kristalina, are you still camping? Are you still in Colorado camping? Because if you are a champ. In process of buying material, I'll email you when I'm finished. I'm located in Boudin too. Oh, all right, cool. Well, if you got my email, email me. If you don't want to email me, you can just send the number, and then I'll send a text to that number, and then I will help you with an estimate. Hey, Munson, hi. How are you doing? Hope you're good. I'm good. I'm really good right now. Man, every time I see turkey legs, it's already a wrap for me. What's the emergency? Lavana says, oh, damn, sorry, Jermunson. Sorry, I misspelled your name. Sorry. Stop apologizing. It's okay. Nobody knows how to spell my name. She would off grid. Rodeo? If someone asks, what is the live about? Or what did I miss? Tell them to ask their classmates. Yeah, Chanel. What are you talking about? You miss my rants. You should know. You know. I'm just kidding. Chad, it's about shut the hell up. For real. That's a wild story. I remember you posting those vids of Boo back then, and now we're here. I know, man. And I was 100% behind Boo because, oh my God, everybody yells, I'm Navajo Grandma on YouTube, and I'm the next Navajo I haven't seen nobody choke that hard since elementary school, bro. I was like, what in the hell is happening here? I haven't seen nobody choke that hard since all of these haters' moms that I'm just kidding. Dude. I'm Navajo Grandma on YouTube, and I will be the next. I was just like, bro, what is this supposed to be, like a stunt? Is this for like, I don't know what it's for, bro. I thought it was for some clout, or I thought it was to get more subscribers or something. I was like, oh my God, bro, this is embarrassing, man. And then the other guy that jumped on there, remember, we always used to make fun of him. He's like, I'm not even going to get up here and tell you what to do. He said, I'm not even going to stand up here and tell you what to do or whatever. He's like, I'm going to tell you how it is, and that's it. And I was like, what the fuck? What the hell is that even supposed to mean? I'm not even going to stand up here and tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you like how it is, and that's it. And then his sidekick on the side of him was like, like he was really saying some hardcore political shit or some real inspirational, I don't know. Shit was so stupid, man. Oh my God. And to make it worse, that big dude with the square head, the one that yells all the time, the one where you drive into Farmington from Kirtland and you see his big ass face on that abandoned semi truck, you know, he's like, I forget his name, but he's the guy who was like got in trouble with the whole marijuana fields or whatever. Him fucking yelling all the time. I'm like, dude, nobody wants to fucking hear them yelling, bro. Like, why you want to be yelling all the time, man? Like, all those politicians were just kind of off, but there was some of them who had some potential, but I already knew that Boo was going to win from the moment I saw him because he was young, he was driven, and he was doing his thing, man. That's why I stood behind him. Yeah, the Nebonali, that's his name. Like, dude, man, shut your cartoon character ass up. What you barking for, dog? Go sit down. Man. It was crazy, man. It was definitely a wild year. It was a wild year, man. It was a wild year. Arrows, I had to come to you live. I need the laughs. I'm going through a lot. Thank you for the laughs. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining the live. Camp here, don't care. Are you still camping? Are you for real? Damn. That was like what? A whole week? You were camping for a week? What did you think about Justin Jones? I don't know, man. I don't really got nothing bad to say about Justin Jones. He was a good president too, but I mean, he was a good candidate too. I just don't know too much about it. I judge everybody off their. I was judging everybody off the way they carry themselves, their character. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really listening to their politics until after I saw them coming up close. Then I started reading into the politics. I was on the live the last time, and I was reading Boo's politics. And I noticed something that I really kind of didn't like is when he was talking about how he wanted to make a change in the lives of ladies and kids, but he left out men. And I was wondering why he didn't put men in there. And I was like, oh man, I got a kind of a little issue with that, but you know, everything else is kind of dope. But I know that the people in general is in his best interest. That's the reason why I can be like, that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even get to vote. Why don't you get to vote, Chanel? How come you can't vote? I was rooting for Navajo Grandma. Oh, it was Navajo Grandma. Did I say Navajo Mama earlier? My bad, Navajo Mama. Navajo Grandma. I bet you were rooting for Navajo Grandma. Shit. You're putting shame to the Ashihan clan when you vote for it. Wait, was she Ashihan? Let me see. I think I can find that out through the power of the internet. Never mind, I can't find that out. Fuck, that whole grandma's on fire though, dude. She got 329,000 views. 78,000 views. Shit, she puts my channel to shame, dog. Come on, guys, give me some numbers like this. What's up with this? I'm just playing. I mean, she might be a good YouTuber, but she's a horrible politician. If we're being honest, if we're being for real. He won that busted for the weed farm. Yeah. Changed the lives of ladies and the kids. Crystalina, yeah, 2 weeks of 2 weeks of camping, bruh. That's way too much camping. Do you shower? How far are you away from the nearest town? Please tell us. Send us your coordinates so we know where you are. You can't just run away like that. I said I didn't get to vote. Oh, you didn't get to vote. Okay. Well, hopefully this year you'll get to vote. Yo, let's be honest. If I, for fun, just for fun, not for real, but if I for fun ran for president, would you guys vote for me? For fun? Just to scare some of the other politicians. Just to freak Boo Nygren out just a little bit. Would you guys be like, it's your Munson? Oh, nope. So she said nope. Alright, I got you. I'm cool. I only like when she said, and I'm Navajo Grandma on YouTube. Joseph Flores says, "What the hell?" He also says, "Is this live?" Joseph says, "Then why does it say live?" Because, dog, it's live. What the hell? If it says live, then it's live. What the fuck? Come on, man. Don't ask crazy questions. Chanel says, "Yes and no." It's all good. It's all good. It was always one of my dreams to run for president, but I don't think I know enough to run for president. I'm not gonna front. I don't know enough. Running against Navajo man. Dang! Can't share a secret spot of camping. Cold Creek water for shower. What? Are you using like organic? Are you using organic soap so that you don't harm the sharks? But it doesn't look like a live stream. Yeah, this is a live stream, man. This is a live stream. We are live. Kendall Cali TV. Hi. What's up, Kendall Cali TV? I'm going to look you up on YouTube because it looks like you have a channel. Let's see. Kendall. What the hell? Cali TV. No. Kendall Cali TV. Looks like you had a channel, but you don't have a channel. Trav the chef says, "What happened?" Native Rose, good evening, arrows. What's up? Ryan says, 123, you're cool. And you pronounce Jose wrong. If it was pronounced in English, it would be hose. Oh. What's his name? I don't have a channel. We do have a channel. Life on the res was definitely chill and stayed for grandparents. The admin and governing system is death bias challenging. Crazy to hear that I'll be the same. Established life on the coast. Kush. Oh, I'm about organics. Okay. Like a garden hose. What's up? Hello. Serious question though. What four changes would you make or try? Damien says, "What's going on?" Nothing is going on, man. We're just chilling. I'm just talking. I'm just venting, dog. Can you give us the highest price? Chanel, good night. Don't smoke your whole pack of cigarettes tonight. Chanel, I don't smoke cigarettes. I only smoke cigars. Cigarettes got too much chemicals in it. You know what I'm saying? Good night, Chanel. Bye. Bye. Bots in the chat. Let me get rid of those motherfuckers. Bink. Bink. See, those ones, I can get rid of those ones. That's no problem. But if someone was to call me an asshole or say something rude about my life, I would keep that on there. NorCal. What up, NorCal? Ryan, how old are you? I'm 32 years old, man. I'm old. I'm an old man. 4 things that I would change in the Navajo Nation. You know what I would really love to do? Or what I would really love to see happen? Is that every chapter house, I would like to see them have at least 15 to 20 of those portable homes set up and have them be prepared for like any weather, crazy ass weather that happens on the Navajo Nation. And I feel like that would be important because when people go to town and they're driving back and the weather gets super horrible at night, they don't have to risk driving their vehicles into the mud and getting stuck and potentially being there all night. They could literally just go to the chapter house and then being like, yo, we need to stay here tonight. And then someone at the chapter house would be like, okay, here's the key. You got things in there. Boom. Go in there. They sleep. That's it. I believe that every chapter house should have that type of responsibility because it's a fucking chapter house. Why is the chapter house only there to provide water? Or why is the chapter house only there to provide some bitchy ass people who work there for like 50 years? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, there are chapter houses that are trying to make a difference. I know a couple of chapter houses. Chinley Chapter House, for one. I feel like they're on top of their game over there. Kayenta Chapter House. Kayenta Chapter House is one of the fewest chapters that were able to accomplish what the whole goal for a chapter house was for anyway, is to become a township, right? A town hall ship. And Tuba City is also the same way. Tuba City is their chapter is also making a lot of differences. You know what I'm saying? So I think it should be required for every chapter house to have some type of shelter for elders and kids if they ever were to get stuck outside or if they don't have a vehicle to get home. Which means that they would have to hire somebody to do security, like 24/7 security. And that'll be like a job opportunity for somebody who's in the security field. They can have that job opportunity and hold it down there and make sure that nobody messes with the property, and they're the ones who has to, like, you know, make sure that if somebody gets stuck, it's their job to bring them back to the chapter house and have them stay in a secure place overnight. And then at that secure place, they should have some food, some snacks, some blankets. If it's cold, they'll have a fucking heater, or if it's hot, they'll have an AC. And not only just that, I would really love to see a chapter house take more control of. Yeah, Jose, go. I'll pause. Go get your popcorn. I'm just kidding. I really think that it should. The chapter house should feel some type of responsibility for the children in their community's education. And the reason why I say that is because at every chapter house meeting, what do you hear about? You hear a lot of complaining about the drugs and alcohol that are happening on the res, especially in the community. You're hearing about a lot of kids going out of control. I feel like the chapter house should take up some responsibility for the child's education and the child's well-being, and have some type of community center at every chapter house. I know some chapters do, but not every chapter does. They should have a community center with a gym. They should have some computers. They should have updated technology. They should have a tutor, and they should have a printer. They should have internet. They should have after school activities. So let's say, because some of these kids, let's be honest, they go home to households where there's no guardianship that's in the house. Some kids go home and they have to make their own dinner. Some kids go home and they have to take care of their younger siblings. And that's just the way it works. That's just the way it is on the res. That's the life on the res. That's how it is. Some of these kids get dropped off and they don't see their parents for a couple of days. They don't see their guardians for a couple of days. And then they start falling into the bad substance. They start to rely on drugs and alcohol for entertainment, and then they're sad, so they try to seek happiness through substances and alcohol and chilling with their friends and shit, and their friends are up to no good too. Their cousins are up to no good. So I feel like the chapter house should bear some responsibility for the kids, the children in their community. And then I feel like they should provide that community center, or they should provide some type of opportunity for the kids in their community. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would really be dope. I think that the community would benefit a lot from that. And not even just that. If they had a fucking gym or if they had a spot for the kids, even on the weekends, the chapter house and people, they could be like, yo, we're gonna host this event. We're gonna have everybody come through, free popcorn for everybody, and then at the same time, we're gonna educate them. Real small, light, engaging, like educational classes for the community members. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think that could happen in every neighborhood, every chapter houses. And it's not just every chapter house, because there's 115 chapter houses, man. That's a lot of chapter houses. So I think that we should cut that number in half, because everywhere has a fucking chapter house. Pinon chapter, Whippoorwill chapter, Black Mesa chapter, fucking Blue Gap Touchy chapter, Cottonwood chapter. Like there's a chapter house everywhere, and I don't think that every chapter house. I don't think there's way too many chapter houses, man. We need to cut that shit down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that that's something that they should do, is to really invest in their community, invest in their kids. That's for sure. That's one thing I would like to see happen. And not only just that, but I feel like there should be some type of emergency vehicle that is parked at a chapter house 24/7, and not necessarily someone who is on duty as far as an EMT, like 24/7. That's going to be a lot of money. So I'm thinking that someone who is just licensed to transport some person for a medical emergency purposes. Let's say an elder is having a heart attack, and then somebody calls to Chinle Hospital. That's the only hospital. Literally from Blue Gap to Chinle, that's like the only hospital, and that's at least 40 miles, and that'll take at least an hour to get there, maybe an hour and a half, and then go all the way back, and it's gonna be like 2 hours before that person gets to the hospital. So if there was somebody on site, Chinle Hospital can just dispatch somebody from the chapter house, and then they'll go and pick up that person and haul ass. So they'll meet somebody somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's getting down to the point where they would have to meet somebody to save somebody's life. Otherwise, it would be no purpose in a fucking emergency vehicle to drive all the way down there just to get someone, try to save someone's life, but it'd probably be way too fucking late to even try to save their life. So that's something I feel like I would try to implement. I don't know if that's something that you guys would like, but I feel like that's beneficial to the kids and the elders. Let's be real. A lot of people are not able to go back to the res every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Every single day to like check on their grandparents or to check on their parents. You know, a lot of us out here who are living in cities or different places, you know, we can't really go back that often. So something like that I feel like could be beneficial to everybody. But that's just one thing that I would like to implement. You said 4. So another thing is, I don't really want to get into the whole road situation, because every fucking president says, I'm going to fix the roads. I'm going to fix the roads. And then 15 presidents in later, ain't nobody fixing the fucking roads. The roads are still the same. The Gudjagay Mountain still has a big ass pothole in the middle of the road as you're passing through Yatahay to get into Window Rock. There's still a big ass pothole in the same exact spot it's been at for over 10 fucking years. Nobody is going to fix that. And I'm starting to think that that's not really a chapter issue. I feel like, I don't know, it's more of the funding issue. But I don't know. It's just, I don't really want to get into the whole road situation. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Gee, your shirt, I still have the stickers. You slipped in my truck last year when we met Pueblo. The green faced one is still there. Hell yeah. Can you pause and get popcorn? Emergency temporary home for its fellow Navajos. There you go. It's a good way to put it. Hello there, Arrows. Hope you are having a good night. I am having a really good night. Somebody wants me to say sagging backwards. Sagging backwards. Nah, I'm straight, dog. Thank you. Don't tell me what to say. Don't get on my channel and tell me what the fuck to say. So true, Drumunson. Do you play games? I do play Madden. That's the only game I play. That's not my system. That's my boy's system, Lefties. He's the only one who. That's the only reason why I was able to play video games because of Lefty. I support MMIW. Yeah, no doubt. They're gonna say that's not in our budget. They have to save something for their Teslas. Man. Our Red Rock chapter house, south of Gallup, New Mexico, don't do anything for the community. It's sad. You see that? Raise your hand here if you had an experience with the chapter house on the Navajo Nation that has not done shit for you, your family, or your community. Raise your hand. And please don't leave your hand not raised just because they gave you a turkey or some watermelon during a Just Move It event. A free shirt does not count as something that is positive for your community. That doesn't count. Don't raise your hand for that. But raise your hand if you know of a chapter house that don't do shit. Go ahead, raise your hand. Trying to promote the podcast, homie. You missed my comments. Oh shit, my bad. What did you say? Mia Matoya, what's up? I'm back in ABQ. What's up, Mia? Mamma Mia. What up? How's it going? Where were you at? Why were you not in ABQ? Why would you leave? Why would you leave ABQ? That doesn't make sense. Casey Mo says, this is the reason why I couldn't stand to live in the res. They just take way too long for just one simple task. Yeah, exactly. My family on in Blue Gap, this is when I was young. This is when we weren't able to do much for our parents because we were still young. We were going to school. But we lived in a home where it needed some repairs to be done. And they had little tiny grants. They had little opportunities where they offer community members like $1,000 for like renovation funds. My mom tried for so many years to be able to get access to this renovation funds, but she was never approved. Never approved. She was never approved. And other people who we knew were approved just like that. But my mom was never approved. And every time she did, she was never approved. And I get that there's some hardcore biases that happens in the chapter house. And shit, if I was the president, man, I would fire all those motherfuckers, dude. I'd be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Go home. Get out of here. But I would probably let go because that's probably they would probably twist it in a way where it's like, you just fired me because I'm a lady, or you fired me because I'm over 50. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. But the chapter houses, man, it's so fucking hard, bro. It's so hard to get them to do anything, man. I understand how you feel, Casey. Hi, Drumunson. Hi, Casey. I'm just enjoying your live. I'm not Navajo, sorry. Darla, it's okay. You don't gotta be Navajo to know the Navajo struggles. What are you? Can I ask what nationality are you and where you're from? I said the podcasts are dope and I always watch when I'm cooking. Hell yeah, man. If you guys haven't yet listened to the podcast that I have on Spotify or other platforms, just go over there and then type in Grown Talk with Arrows. And then you will see my podcasts there. And you're more than welcome to listen to them as you do whatever you do. Mia says, I went back to Zuni for a visit. It's been years since I've been back there. I'm the South Valley, humid as hell. South Valley? Oh, that way. Wait, where am I? Yeah, that way. All right. We were just in your neighborhood yesterday in the South Valley. I've been good. I've been really good. I've been working. I've been hustling. I've been staying away from soda. It's been over a month now. Chinley burn break in April. Still sitting. About to get rid of dirt. Chinle burn break in April. Still sitting and about to get off dirt. I don't know if I said all that correctly. Vote for Prez Nez. Or wait, vote for Prez Yazzie for Navajo Nation. How did your parents decide on your first name? It's quite original. Bias, embezzlements, entanglements. Woo! Man, they happen on the res. The chapters are corrupt. You see, when you have a group of people, even if it's just a little group like ours is, and everybody is saying basically the same thing, embezzlement, fucking corruption, biasness, dude, we don't make that shit up. It's not just made up. The reason why we say those things is because it's actually the reason what that's what's happening. The reason why we say those things is because it's actually happening. You know what I'm saying? Darla says, I'm from Gila River Reservation, Pima. Oh, yeah, I wrote you a letter the other day, huh? EB, unfortunately, Navajo Nation President Boo has no control or upper hand with the chapter house officials. Yeah, see, you know who does have an upper hand on the chapter house officials? The community members. That's where the power lies. But a lot of the community members, they don't know how to communicate with each other. That's another issue, is that we don't know how to... I don't fucking talk to our neighbor in Blue Gap. I don't even know them. As a matter of fact, I was told to never talk to them. Because I don't know why. We just can't talk to them. That's fucking problem that we have. We don't have no solidarity, bro. Not on the Navajo Nation, not in our little communities. Yeah, we can stand in solidarity with a pipeline that's happening thousands of miles away from where we live, but we can't have no solidarity in a fucking community's radius. Radius is like what, 10 miles, 5 miles this way, 5 miles that way in a fucking circle, and we can't come together and then change some policies for the chapter house, bro. That says a lot of shit about a lot of us. Also said that you need to hit me up to fix your Apple account. Yes, I do, bro. I was thinking about that the other day, but I was like, oh man, I got lazy. Yeah, we gotta fix that, man. I don't know what the fuck is happening with it. It says something about me having to link my bank card to my iTunes, some shit like that. Casey Mo sounds like Zuni Pablo. Grandstand, did you ask because of my last name? Yes. How did we as a nation come to have a Navajo Nation president? Like, have we questioned why, or is this how it's supposed to be? I was thinking, my name came from a saddle bronc rider. His name was Brad Jermunson. And my dad was a bull rider. My dad is a cowboy. And when I was younger, I was like low-key cowboy. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. But my name came from a cowboy. His name was Brad Jermunson. And my name actually has a meaning. I forget what it means. Let me see. Jermunson. The name meaning is actually... Oh, here it is. Is a Danish and Swedish surname meaning the son of Jermud. Jermud means protecting spear. Protecting spear. Protecting spear Yazzie. That's my name. How do we as a nation come to have Navajo Nation presidents? Hello Jermunson, how's it going? Just checking in on you live. What's up, Schmumpkins? Navajos make good politicians like real government. It's all politics. Zuni Pueblo is money and power hungry. Protecting spirit. Wow, thought our nation was bad. Most are there for the money, not the people. The name comes from my late husband, my married name. 2 years, October, since I lost my husband. Damn. That's hard, dude. I'm named after Crook Nose Jack, the dude who shot Wild Bill. I'm the fourth. Damn! Your name is unique, Jamonson. I know about those. My daughter's name is she was born in 2000. I don't know if I said your daughter's name right, but that's pretty unique. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Exactly. We the people as a community need to have an uproar and boot those officials out. Natives know too well to get into politics. Man, yeah, man. Natives are all about politics, bro, and we don't know what the fuck to do with it neither. We just talk, like I'm doing right now. What the fuck am I gonna do after this live? I'm probably just gonna go to sleep. I'm not even gonna think about this tomorrow. Man, some bullshit. I've tried. I mean, I've tried. You know what I'm saying? I've tried. I've tried to make some differences. I have tried. I had my name shit on for several years over some bullshit lies, and a lot of people, wrote me off. But I was on a good path to making some changes in in the lives of people. And even after those incidents happened, I still was out grinding, trying to make a change in the young kids' lives. And I was still doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? So even to this day, like, I will still do my thing, and I will still try to advocate for young Native men, because I have two sons, and I know how much the world, actually, I know how much, as a matter of fact, the world in general, I know how they despise men. I know how women treat men. I know how women talk about Native men. And I know the reputation that people before us laid down for us Native men that are coming up, the newer ones, the little ones, the new generation. Everybody has already a stereotypical view of how Native men are and how they will be in the future. So for me, seeing that happening now and witnessing it happen before my very eyes, I'm just like, yo, fuck that. If there's anything that I can do to help a Native man out, I'm going to do it. And that's the reason why I'm saying every Native man has value, and they are allowed to have standards. And if they feel like enough is enough, then enough is enough. And if a man is not feeling like he's valued in a relationship, he has every right to get the fuck up and leave. And the Native man has every right to look at himself in the mirror and tell himself that, hey, I'm beautiful, and I have people who love me. I have a family who loves me, so I should not be treated this way. So I should get up, and I should go out, and I should make a living in any way I can see fit. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that Native men have a lot of strength. I believe Native men are very strong. They're very powerful. And I believe that they are capable of loving themselves more than anybody is able to love them. Our first true love, yes, is our mothers. As Native men, our first true loves are our mothers. But a lot of Native men don't have that kind of love. And a lot of Native men are not able to experience that type of love, which is the reason why I believe that they are stuck in horrible relationships and they don't know how they should be treated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a definitely an advocate for Native men. I definitely want to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I want them to know that me as a Native man, I want to encourage them, and I want them to live a long, healthy life, and I want them to know that they are loved and they are cared for, and that this world would not be anything greater than what it is without them. And I truly, truly believe that if a man wants to change, he is totally capable of changing if he is the one who steps forward and says, you know what, I'm going to change for the better, and I'm going to make a better living for my family, and I'm going to be a better person for my kids. And I really believe that Native men need to see that, and they need to hear that from a Native man himself. So that's the reason why I'm not ashamed of encouraging guys. I'm not ashamed to take a man's side. I'm not ashamed to tell a man, you know what? I think it's time for you to leave her because she is treating you disrespectfully and she doesn't have no boundaries. She thinks that she can do whatever the fuck she wants to you. She could walk all over you if she sees fit, and then you'll just stay here because you're such a nice Native man. I don't believe in that. I believe that when enough is enough, then enough is enough. You need to get up and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And I also encourage Native men that they need to be strong. They need to be strong because as I was growing up, my dad always told me that the world is because they used to talk to me all of us, my sister and my brother, they used to talk to us every single time, every single day. Every time we sat down, every time we sat down to eat at the table, they would sit down and they would talk to us about how much struggles that we are going to face in the future. They're like, life is not going to be easy. Life is already not easy because when we were growing up, life wasn't easy for us. So ever since we were young, we were already in the struggle. We were already seeing like the financial burdens. We were all seeing like spiritual battles. We were all seeing emotional battles, and we were all seeing like some type of violence, like fighting or arguing. We were all seeing all of these things, and we were all just so young. But our parents always sat us down and told us, life is not going to be this easy. We're not going to be here for you for the rest of your life, so that you guys need to start to be strong. You guys need to start to be stronger to these type of things that happen. You guys need to stand up for yourselves, and you guys need to don't let anybody just walk all over you. Don't let anybody just hurt your feelings. Don't let anybody just treat you this way, because I love you, we love you, and we want the best for you. You know, they spoke to us with all these really good, encouraging words when we were younger. And yeah, we were young. We didn't really want to listen. We would rather play. We would rather not listen. You know what I'm saying? But some of those teachings, they sunk in somewhere, and some of those teachings they kind of stayed. So now, I live by some of those teachings because my mom always told me, Naj, don't you ever let a woman see you weak. Don't ever become weak because of a woman. That's what my mom told me. That's what my mother told me. She said, don't you ever cry for a woman, Raj. Don't ever let her see you cry for her. I didn't realize how much of a gem that information was until I had to go through it myself. Until I had to literally sit there and cry to a woman and see it in her eyes that she didn't give a fuck about any of the emotions that I was going through. And my mom told me that a long ass time ago. Don't ever let a woman make you cry, Naj. Don't ever show your weaknesses to a woman. She would say all these things to me, and I'm just like, damn. She would always also tell me, never trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? My mom told me, don't ever trust nobody. Don't trust me. Don't trust your dad. Don't trust your sister. Don't trust your friends. Don't trust nobody. My mom tells me that. My mom tells me not to trust her. And it's hard not to trust your own mom. I mean, she's your mom. Why would you not trust your mom? I love my mom. And I know my mom loves me like to the fullest. And it's very hard for me not to be able to trust my own mom, but that's her advice that she's giving me, is to not to trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they're not able to be raised with these kind of teachings. And I feel like it's kind of my responsibility to teach other people these things. It's kind of hard for me to speak to a woman in this way because I'm not a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man, and I only know how men feel, and I only know how men see the world, and I know some of the struggles that men face. But I know that some of the advice that I can give is universal advice. Both men and women can learn from some of the advice that I'm able to give. But most of the time, I try to engage more with the men, because I know a lot of men, they struggle with their mental health and emotional health. And I know the only thing that they know how to do is to keep it bottled in and then just leave it there. They just bottle it up, and they just leave it there, and they'll hang on to it. I feel like they got some information twisted from when they were a young child. I feel like a lot of men believe. I believe that a lot of men believe that the world is correct when they say that you should always be tough, you should man up, and you should go through it, and you should never cry. That's what I believe that a lot of men are facing these days. But for me, I don't believe that's correct. I believe that a man should be able to express himself, and I believe that a man should be able to cry, and I believe a man should be able to be vulnerable. However, I don't think a man should be vulnerable or cry just to anyone. I really honestly believe that a man should be very, very selective in who he is able to express his emotions to. You know what I'm saying? So if I was a man, I was dating a woman for like 4 months, I would never want to cry in front of her. I would never want to tell her my insecurities. I would never want to be vulnerable to a woman that I just met. That's not what I would want to do, because I don't know her in that way. And for all I know, she doesn't give a fuck about how I feel. All she wants to do is, I don't know, get lit and party and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people that a man should be able to be vulnerable to and be super comfortable because he's confident in that person, to accept his emotions. And I truly believe that a man should be very selective of who he's able to express his emotions to. And shit, on that note, me and my boys, like, we talk to each other and we get emotional with each other. Why? Because we're homies, and we've been homies for years. For years. I'm gonna tell you this fact right now. My boy has been my boy through all of his relationships that he has ever been in. I have been his boy throughout all the relationships that I have ever been in. So him and I literally both know every single relationship that we've been in and all the hardships that we face with each one of these women. You know what I'm saying? And I made a mistake, and I tried to be expressive to a woman who I thought that I was going to be with for the rest of my life, but that was a mistake that I made. Now I know not to do that until I marry her. And that's another thing that men should know, is that some of the only people that you should be able to be super expressive of your emotions to is your homies. Obviously not just any homie. I have some guys who are in my life that I would never tell anything to. But I'm talking about homies like Lefty and Jerickson. Jerickson, he's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But I still talk to him sometimes. Some homies, they're just homies just to be homies. And then they're just like, they're not really of an emotional support kind of homie. But most of us guys have homies like that. And if it's not your homies, your cousins. If it's not your cousins, then it's your brothers. If it's not your brothers or your cousins, then it's your dad. If it's not your dad, then it's your wife. You know what I'm saying? It's your wife. But a man has to marry a woman before he's able to express his entire emotions, insecurities, and be vulnerable to a woman that's got to be your wife. You know what I'm saying? Because she is the one who said that I'm going to be with you until death do us part, through sickness, through health. All of that, all of the vows that people say, you know what I'm saying? That's where a woman needs to be like, you know what? I got my man 100%. He can be vulnerable to me, and I'm not going to be an asshole and throw everything that he said to me tonight in his face tomorrow just to hurt him more. You know? A lot of these things, those type of things, only girlfriends do. Only one-night stands or snags do. Is when a man expresses his entire emotions to you and cries to you and tells you how he feels, and then is completely vulnerable with you, and he just lets you in. And then you get mad, and then you throw all that shit that he just said to you in your face the next day to make you hurt more because you hurt her feelings. See, that's why men have to be super selective. If you just have a girlfriend, homie, I'm telling you, don't be vulnerable to her, dog. Seek your friends' advice. Talk to your homies. Talk to your guy friends. Talk to your family. You and her don't really. She can be vulnerable to you, yeah, because you're able to handle that vulnerability. But if it's the opposite way, if she's just your girlfriend, I wouldn't risk it. I would just keep on, just suck it up for another day or two until you're able to get it out with one of your homies or your friends. And that's just facts. That's just the way it is. I'm a man, dude. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And see, let me read some of these comments. Cool name. All my brothers are named after boxers and bull riders. Oh, that's dope. You know too well. Give us details on your bash, bro. I'll give you details in a little while. I'm a straight up res boy. Grew up with no running water, sheep herding, rounding up cattle, breaking horses, sleeping on the ground, bathing in tubs, heating up water to wash dishes, etc. Hell yeah. Same here, man. I know I'm getting off your topic, but heard your song today for your baby boy. That was awesome. Thank you, Darla. I appreciate it. I hope everybody had a chance to listen to it. Facts, bro. Everyone should have this. Something that's always interested me is what is that word? Here, I don't know that word. See, that's the cool thing about me too, is that I can admit when I don't know a word, and I can look it up as I'm on the live, because I'm not trying to front and act like I'm a fucking genius up here. H-E... Oh, actually... Hierarchical structure, native culture, uptook with mental health.
Hierarchical.
Something that's always interested me is the hierarchical. Wait, fuck.
Hierarchical.
Hierarchical. What kind of fucking word is that? I mean, whoever made the English is just like, hierarchical. That's a word that we can use. Definitely will be easy for everybody to understand. Hierarchical. Come on, bruh. English fucking sucks. Alright. Something that has always interested me is the
hierarchical
structure native culture uptook with mental health. You need to dive a little more deep in that. What structure is that? And where did they take this up from? Preach, Arrows. Arrows. That's so true. My mom always talked to me about life and living. She's now not here, and I miss our talks and teaching from her. I miss her a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. I absolutely love what you're sharing. I have two great young men. See, exactly, man. We all have young men in our lives, and I have two baby boys too, and I want them to know that they are important. And like I stated in that song, they are important. Their emotions are important. Their love is important. Their mind, their health, their heart, their feelings, their voice, everything is important, and they are important to other people. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe that it's very important for men to learn to love themselves, which is why I say in that song that it's important for my sons to learn to love themselves. You are definitely right. My parents said those kinds of words. I heard my mother telling my brothers never cry for a woman when they leave, or the opposite. Amen. Exactly. Navajo Mama says, men should be able to cry. A man can share his vulnerable feelings with his partner. It's healthy to do so. Exactly. When a man is married to a woman and they are 100% down with each other for life, then yeah, I believe that that's acceptable for a man to be vulnerable to his wife. Damn, G, your mom put that in front of you and it was all there. You do what you gotta do. Your mom was already a couple steps ahead of you. Hell yeah, she is. She still is. I believe she is in some ways. Yeah, but they are taught that. Inside, they cry and pray. He is holding back his tears. Do you mention to these native men anything about the high rate of single mothers on the reservation? Do you mention to these native men about courting, venting their future baby mama wives? Courting and vetting their future mother. You know what? Sometimes I do mention that Native men should be more careful of who they select to be their wife or even have children with. But if we're honest, a lot of Native men we don't get the opportunity to choose who will be our um, mother of the child. You know what I'm saying? That kind of just sort of happens, and I believe that it is the responsibility of both parties to be safe when they have sex. But sometimes it happens, and sometimes condoms break, birth control don't work, and then a lot of Native men express that they're not ready to have children. But it just so happens to be that it's not up to them, and it'll be up to them to pay for the child later when the child is born. You know what I'm saying? So I do teach Native men. I do try to tell them to be careful of who they try to build a future with. And I tell my homies too. Like I tell them straight up, dude, that she ain't the one, dog. She's not the one for you. You already know by the way she's acting and by the way she's talking, she's not the one for you. So I don't even know why you're trying to get her. I don't know why you're trying to pursue. My homies never fucking listen to me. But it's the thought that matters. It's the fact that I'm actually telling them that, it's not gonna work. That's what matters too. Let me see. Yeah, I don't cry just a couple of times in front of my wife, only because of death. We need to teach each other and our young how to grow food, use herbs to heal ourselves. We should also be praying and be peaceful. We should always try our best to help each other. True. True. But a lot of people are not at that stage in their life yet. See, like for myself, I'm able to pray for other people in my life that I love more than I'm able to pray for myself. See, I'm not yet at that stage to where I'm able to pray for myself, to be a better person, to be more peaceful, to be more patient. I know that those are some of the things that I need to be a better son, a better father, a better friend, and a better husband in the future. So I'm working on those things, but I haven't yet prayed for them. Maybe that's what I should start doing. Sharing feelings in a healthy relationship is vital. It doesn't matter the length of the relationship. Sharing feelings is still beneficial to the relationship. I believe that a little bit because I think that if you share your feelings with your partner, if you've been together for only a couple of months about the relationship, I think that's healthy. I think that a man should express the way he feels about a relationship that he's in with his partner. But as far as, because I feel like men, we have different stages of emotions, right? Some of our emotions we can just set aside and we'll be okay with just hiding it and just leaving it there forever, and then one of these days it's just gonna go away. But some emotions, they're there and they will be there forever and ever, and then it will always be in the back of our mind and will always be hurting us. It'll hurt us low key, and like I said before, I'm only speaking on this because I am a man and I have done this before in my life. I have been able to express myself to a partner in a way to where I trusted them completely, but at the end of the day they were still able to take that vulnerability and throw it back in my face just to hurt me more. So the reason why I say that it's not healthy for a man to express his emotions in a relationship that hasn't been going on for as long as, 10 years, or as long as they become husband and wife. The reason why I don't think that is healthy is because when a man gets to that point to where he's able to express his emotions, and then later on someone throws that emotion back in his face, then it only hurts him twice as much. And then you start to wonder, why would they do that? Why would they throw that back in my face? I trusted them with my feelings, and I trusted them with my vulnerability, and they just went and threw that back in my face. Why would someone do that to me? And the reason why I say don't express yourself to anybody but your homies, your family, and your wife is because I want to protect Native men's feelings, and I want them to realize that you can't just trust anyone. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I believe that Native men should always express themselves and be vulnerable to their wife, their family, or their boys. Boys isn't their homies. Don't worry about relationships. She'll find you and he'll try one day. He'll try you one day. You'll be fine whether with or without him or her. What's his name says, my wife and I, when we have an argument, we walk away from each other. When we wake the next day, we hug and kiss and move on. Oh, no. Oh, well, you did this, you did that, or that. We squash it. No grudges. That's cool. Oh, another story. Navajo Nation cop trying to find shape-shifting man. I came from the mountains. And come to find the story was some dude shot the man when he was about to shift. Scary that I know that. Oh shit, that's wild. Let's see. His feelings equals her weapon to use against him. Century, the animal lover. Hi. Navajo Mama. I would like to talk about this topic, but the chat has a typing limit. Damn. I know what you mean. Maybe, hey, Navajo Mama, maybe someday we can let's save this topic for our future live. How about that? That'd be cool, huh? Men should express his emotions, feelings only to other men. His dad, his brother, his homies. See that? There are other people who believe that men should never express their emotions. And I believe that is super unhealthy. And because I know how that feels. I know how it feels to just bottle it up. Like I've been like that since I was a teenager. Like I used to bottle it up. I never told nobody how I felt. You know what? In high school and middle school, I used to have the worst case of anxiety attacks. I used to not like to be around kids. I used to not like being around a lot of people. I would get panic attacks in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day. Don't matter what the hell happened. It would just come. And I would just be so scared. My whole body would cramp up. My heart would just beat. Like, I used to have really bad anxiety attacks. And I really believe that it was because I used to hold all the emotions that I used to carry. And I used to just bottle it up. And at the time, I didn't know that I could express the way I felt. You know? At the time, I didn't know that I was able to say, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. And this is how I feel. Nobody ever talked to me and said, yo, it's okay to tell me how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, what? And then all these emotions that took place in my body, and I was just super confused. But I got older and I started to realize myself. Obviously, my mom told me that I'm able to talk to her about things too. But some things you just don't feel comfortable talking to your mom about, you know? And that's the same thing when it comes to having a girlfriend or a boy or a girlfriend. Is that some things you're just not really comfortable telling them about, you know? And then it takes the ear of a friend or the ear of a male figure in your life to talk about something, to get those emotions off your chest. So I dealt with really bad anxiety attacks when I was younger because I didn't know how to express my emotions. MEO says, Creator has our way of life planned. Let's just love each other. I like watching. New subscriber over here sending prayers and love. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Navajo Mama says, I have been available and waiting for your invites. No worries. All right. Yo, we should set it up. Let's set it up. You know what? Navajo Mama Christmas had a good idea the other day. She said, Christmas was like, how are you doing? How are you doing? I feel like you're able to ask all of us how we are doing, but nobody ever asks you how you were doing. I know some people ask me how I was doing, but she really asked me. She's like, "How are you doing?" And she's like, maybe somebody should get you on the live and interview you, and then ask you all these type of questions that you're asking me. And I was like, man, that's a good idea. It could be like Grown Talk with Christmas featuring arrows, or Grown Talk with Navajo Mama featuring arrows. And then you guys can ask me all sorts of personal questions that I asked you guys. But hey, to just put it on the record, I actually communicated with every guest that I had on my live, and I said, is there anything that you are not comfortable with me bringing up or speaking about? And then sometimes they would tell me some things that they're not comfortable with, and then sometimes they would be like, everything is cool. You know what I'm saying? So I would love for someone to to tell me, yo, Jamunson, is there anything that you're not comfortable with talking about before we get on the live? So I'd be like, all right, let me give you a whole list. Don't talk about this, don't talk about that. Nah, I was playing. But that'd be really cool though. I'd be down for that. Write that topic down, Navajo Mama, so you don't forget it. KC, I'll write it on my post-it notes on my phone. Because you know arrows won't do it. Yeah, I won't. I forgot all about it already. I'll just make my own live and invite him. That's a good idea too. Hell yeah, I'd be down for that. Arrows, where is your fireplace setting tonight? There's no fire tonight because it's hot in here. It's 100 degrees in Albuquerque. On the other days, it was about 90, 95. Today is 100. I think I said this because I am a woman and I will never understand a man's struggle. Hello, 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 hello. What time is it over there? Over here is 12:02? What the hell, dude? It's 12 o'clock. I don't think that you asked me too many personal questions. I didn't want to ask you anything because I felt it would be rude of me to take over your life. But I had tons of questions. I would love to answer all your questions, Navajo Mama. That would be super dope. Sorry there was a bug point. Yeah, and it was kind of set up as just like a conversation. I always tell people, yo, we're just going to have a conversation. I don't have no list of questions to ask anybody. It was just like, let's just jump on the live and let's just talk and see where it goes, you know? But if somebody else wanted to do like a live and then ask questions, shit, I'd be down with that too. That'd be really cool. You have changed a lot in a good way when I first started watching you. Aw. Thank you. I believe that I've changed too. I see a little change in myself. And I believe that the change is positive too. I believe that I've grown in some areas in my life, and then some areas of my life I feel like I still need some growing to do, you know? But I definitely notice a little bit of growth in myself, and I'm super proud of myself for being able to make some type of changes in my life, and I'm super happy that I'm able to recognize some of the issues that I've had that I'm able to face now, because if you guys don't know, I am very, very codependent. I'm a very codependent person. I struggle with being alone. I struggle with being by myself. But over these past couple months, I have been challenging myself to be alone more often. And though it hurts to be alone, it hurts to not have anybody to talk to or travel with, not in a relationship sense, but just in general, you know, just to be by yourself, to be away from your family, to be away from friends, to be not in a relationship. Like, definitely feel like I improved in that area, because I feel like I can be alone sometimes, but when it becomes too much, and when I know it's too much, then I got to get back into communication with somebody. But I feel like I'm getting the hang of that very slowly. I'm able to be by myself sometimes. And other than tonight, when I ranted earlier, I feel like my rants kind of calmed down too. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I have a goal in mind. And though I'm not working as hard as I feel like I could be, I'm still working toward that goal like more than I think I would have in the past. So I'm definitely trying my best to to stay to stay focused, you know. And I'm trying to be more present for my family, my mom, my dad, and my sister. That's what I'm trying to do, and trying not to be so much what is it called? Toxic. I'm trying not to be as toxic as I feel like I used to be, because you don't need someone to tell you that you're toxic in order for you to recognize that you're a toxic person, because I know for a fact that I'm pretty toxic, and I know for a fact that I'm toxic. And there's really nothing that I can say or do about it besides make some improvements. I feel like I've made some improvements. I feel like I'm still a little toxic. But toxic is a strong word. I feel like that just sums everything up. And if I'm a little bit of something, I just would be thrown in that category. But I don't think that's the case. This might piss some people off. It might get some people a little upset, but I am trying to embrace my masculinity, and I feel like a lot of men need to start also doing that in a positive way. Be more of a masculine person. That's how I've always been. I've always been a person to be. I've always been a masculine person. I've always been a man. You know what I'm saying? And I know that there's certain duties of a man that needs to be done, and I do those things. And I know that there's a certain way that I need to carry myself. And I know that there's a certain way that I need to respond to people when they respond to me in a disrespectful manner. And I know that I need to stick up for my family and for my kids and for myself. I know that I need to do that. And I don't necessarily think that there's anything bad about embracing your masculinity. And I actually think that's a breakthrough. I actually think that we need more masculine men around, because I feel like that's necessary. As a man, you need to embrace your masculinity. And I know that a lot of people are saying that, we need to be more feminine. And though I do agree to that to a certain extent, I don't fully 100% agree with that. Because I'm a man, and I'm a man. Like, come on, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to change what I've been my entire life? Because the social norm nowadays is for a man to be more feminine. I don't agree to that to the fullest extent. In order for me to be a masculine man, I need to be able to protect myself and to protect my family, and I also need to be able to defend myself and also to defend my family. And I'm not allowed to have someone just walk all over me and just say whatever they need to say to me and then just walk off like that's okay. I'm not the type of person to do that. And if someone was to jump onto my live and disrespect me, I am able to defend myself if I need to, and I'm not going to just be over here preaching peace to everybody. If someone says something super disrespectful to me, I will be like, yo, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind saying something. And I feel like nowadays, a lot of people are telling men to be more feminine just because... Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I got you, Rezzy. Don't trip. I got you, Navajo Mama. Don't trip. Oh, would you look at that? From once in Yazzie. There you guys go. Fireplace. Started the fire. Started the fire. Yeah. How's that? You like that? Fire's good. Now it's 110 degrees in here. Rezi says, or at Navo Mama says, at Rezi, hi Arrows, said it was too hot. Hi Arrows said it was too hot to have the fireplace in his background tonight. Oh my God, Smith says, you are a wonderful host. Yay. Now I'll bring out the hot cocoa. Yeah, you're welcome. Fire's good. Fire's good. Now it's a real live. Man, I went on the whole live for like 2 hours and 40 minutes and I finally started the fire. Wow. Love to all you men out there. Love to all you men out there who have no love. Thank you. Thank you. I sort of lost where I was in my topic, but I feel like MC Mohawk Magic. Yeah. It's your personal sweat house. What's your opinion on a man brings home the money, a woman brings home the honey? Brings the honey. Never heard that before. He finally brought in some chiz. Finally took my lazy ass outside, put on some snow boots, and grabbed some chiz. My opinion on a man brings home the money and a woman brings the honey. I don't know if you guys are ready for this opinion. I don't know if you guys are ready for this opinion. My dude, do you support the LGBTQ plus community? I do support the fact that everyone has the right to choose how they want to live their life. I do believe that everyone has a right to choose how they choose how to live their life. All right. Now, if somebody wants to be lesbian, if somebody wants to be gay, bi, trans, queer, or two-spirit, I believe that that's totally up to them. However, it becomes an issue for me when people begin to push those beliefs on children in elementary schools and middle schools. And I know that's a very unpopular opinion, but I really do believe that it becomes an issue when it gets to that point. Because I have children, right? And though my children might be learning some of those things through social media, or maybe even their moms teach them those things. But when it comes to me and my children are in my care, I will not allow the LGBTQ community to brainwash my children. And I know brainwash is a harsh word to use, especially in this topic, but that's just the way I feel. And it might be an unpopular opinion of mine, but I really honestly don't believe that it should be taught in schools and pushed upon our children. And though I do respect everyone's choice to do and say or be whatever the fuck they want to be. I don't have an issue with it. My issue is when it comes to our kids. I'm just like, yo, you can't march down the street and say, hey, we're coming for your children, we're coming for your children. I feel like that's where that's where you begin to cross the line. You know what I'm saying? Is when you openly say, hey, I don't need your support, we're coming for your children. We're coming for your children. It becomes more of a threat. You know what I'm saying? And then we get more defensive. And then we're just like, hold the fuck up. No, you can't come for our children. That's not right. Our children deserve to be respected. You know what I'm saying? And our children, you shouldn't push all of those beliefs on our children just because you feel a certain way. That's what I believe. But if they want to be a part of that community, I don't mind. I don't care. You guys can do what you want. You guys can be what you want. That's just, I don't really believe in it. But I'll support you in being what you want to be. That's cool. That's where I stand. And I have done things in the past where I have gone to their marches and I have gone to their rallies. I've gone to their events and I have been there in support of them. But there was always something that was inside of me and a part of me that didn't quite believe in their agenda. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in my life, I choose to stay far away from it. But let's say if there's students who find themselves in that situation, then I will support them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's some things where I don't support, like when a young child wants to remove body parts from themselves and it happens and it's okay. That's something that I kind of be like, cross the line, yo. I feel like you might need to be a little older to make that type of decision. Just sleep on it for a couple of years. Maybe at 30 years, you can make a choice to mutilate yourself. You know what I'm saying? When it gets to that point, then it's like, yeah, you should be able to have a child not make that type of decision for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I stand. But as far as is somebody who feels that way, then yo, let them feel that way. I don't care. I don't mind, just as long as you don't try to influence my children in any type of way. Yeah, I'm gonna teach my child to be respectful to anybody, to everyone. I'm gonna teach my child to be respectful to anyone and everyone. But when you start to try to win my child over in a sense where it's me against my own child, then that's where it becomes a problem. That's where it becomes an issue. You know? I don't know if that makes sense to you. Let me see. They touch our kids because they can't have their own. You should make some more shirts like the one on your steak video. My son was asked about his preference before he could paraphrase a book. Homeschool is the way. When I was first asked what my pronouns were, I had no idea what the fuck pronouns were. I sat in a room full of young people, and they went around the room and they said, hey, my name is this and my pronouns are he, she, and him. And I was like, what? Someone said, hey, my name is so-and-so and my pronouns are they, her, him. And I'm like, what? Got to me and I'm like, yeah, hey, I'm Jermunson. They're like, what are your pronouns? And I'm like, I'm a dude. They're like, haha, everybody laughing. They're like, no, your pronouns. I'm like, I don't know. They're like, what do you identify as? And I'm like, what the fuck? Did I miss something? What did I miss? And then they're just like, do you identify as a male, a man? I'm like, yeah, I'm a guy. I'm a man. I'm a dude. That's what I just said. Someone set me aside and they said, Paige Munson, I just want to inform you that around here, when we introduce ourselves, we introduce our pronouns so that we address everybody in the correct way. And they're like, some people identify as he, some people identify as her, they, some are non-binary. And I'm like, what the fuck is all of this? Where did this come from? I never learned this before ever. And I was open to the fact I was open to it. You know what I'm saying? I was open to learn these things. And I learned as much as I could, you know. I was and then pretty soon I was like, hey, Andrew Munson. He, him, his. I identify I use those terms. And man, this is a touchy topic. I don't really want to get into it because it's already almost 1:00 in the morning, and I feel like I have a lot to say about it. There's a lot that I can say about it, but if I get into it, we're gonna go on and on and on and on again. So I don't really want to get into it right now, but I will just say that I do support anybody if they want to be whatever they want to be. If they want to be he, him, her, non-binary, trans, gay, queer, I don't care. Just be what you want to be. All right? That's all I got to say about that for now. What's your opinion on a man bringing someone the money? Let me see. I tell them my pronouns are USA. I didn't know what pronouns were too. Uncle, my daughter explained it to me. Do I believe in the man brings home the money and the lady brings the honey? Let me see. Unpopular opinion here. I honestly believe that two people in a household is better than one person and a person in the household working. If I'm working, you know, and my lady is working, so-called lady, my lady works, we're gonna bring home the bacon and we're gonna bring home more than I would bring in by myself. So to me, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing that two people in a household are able to work. And I honestly feel like that's super encouraged. If you want to win together, you got to work together. Am I wrong or am I right? So good night. Scarred him. It hit the ground. Everything very interesting. A lot of the first, I feel every Reds has something like that. Good night. Homie, I am out. Have a long day, but please send lyrics for Hamburger Hill. I want to learn the words. Hamburger Hill! All right, man. Good night. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're going to go to sleep, good night. I don't believe that there's nothing wrong with two people working in the household to bring in the bacon. Now, I have no problem with that. I'm just like, yo, everybody got to get the bread and we're all going to win together, so we might as well work together, right? But there is a but. And for me, the but is the best body part. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. For me, I think that I don't think there's anything wrong with two people working, honestly. I don't feel like one person is more obligated to work than the other person is. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like everything changes when children come into the picture. You know? When you guys barely get together, you know, you guys are married, you guys are single, no kids, no nothing, you guys are able to work, right? But it's when a child comes into the picture is when everything changes, everything switches up. Because a higher percentage says that what? The babies feel more comfortable around what? Around who? The mom, right? The child is going to be comfortable more around the mom. And when it comes down to it, I know that a lot of people will probably hate to admit to it, but when it came down to it, a lot of the times, who was the one who worked the most? It was probably the man. And that's just facts. Because the woman had to take care of the child, right? Especially if you're breastfeeding, you can't take your child to work and breastfeed. You know what I'm saying? So I think everything changes when you have children. But when you first get together, I think that there ain't nothing wrong with both of you guys working and both of you guys bringing in some cash. I don't know, but I make more than my husband, and he is a pilot in the UMCA. Can you play for big guys? I feel like both have to work. Inflation and the rising cost of literally everything. It is so hard to only have one income. Only because of time. I've been in 16 years and he has been in 10 years. Jill and I have always both worked. He brings the bread and I bring the bacon. Teamwork makes the dream work. I was able to take about 2 years off when my son was born. My husband pays the rent, phone, insurance, most important bills. As a mom, I pay for the groceries, all kids' expenses, extra activities. It's been working for us. I have to jump on this topic. My kids from my previous marriage, they feel more comfortable around me than their mothers. I was a single father for years. See, everyone is different. Everything is different. So, I don't think it matters who makes the most money at this point. Someone said that they make more money than their husband makes, and that's not really gonna make the. That's definitely not gonna make the man to be like, I'm just gonna chill at home. You know what I'm saying? Let my lady take care of the bills. That's not really gonna happen. It'd be crazy if that happened, but sometimes that does happen actually. I think it's whatever situation works in the relationship. If you guys are able to make it work, then you guys can make it work. I know a lot of people out here are saying that men should work, women stay at home and stuff like that. To a certain extent, I feel like that might be true, but more than likely it's not true because I feel like both people need to work and both need to both need to go half. One person can't be more responsible for everything, and then the other person can't be responsible for more than the other. That's what I believe. And even if you're not married, even if you're not in a couple, even if you're not in a relationship, or if you're married, if you have children with somebody and you're not with that person anymore, you still have to do your part and try your best to pay what you need to pay and make your ends meet. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you have your own things to pay for, so you're basically paying for two households, sort of, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I really believe that both people should be able to work, and if they have a conversation and say, hey, you know what, I think it's better for you to work and for me to take care of the children, then that'll work, So it's all about a conversation that you guys need to have. That's what I believe in. If I become a husband and if I have a wife, and if she says, you know what, I want to stay home and I want to take care of the children, and I'm going to be like, okay, do that, and I will make sure that I do my best to pay the bills, and I'll do my best to provide for everyone. And if I say I got it, then I got it, and that's it. And if it's her choice to be like, you know what, I'm gonna take these months off, and until our baby is ready to go into daycare, or until we're ready to have our baby be babysat by someone in our family, then I'll go back to work. I'll be like, all right, that's cool too, But I'm the type of guy to be like, all right, I got off of work, I'll cook for us. All right. If my lady's at home, she's taking care of the kids, I had a long ass fucking day and I'm not in the mood for cooking, I will probably ask her, can you cook something? I'm like, all right, cool, I'll cook something. If I didn't have a not so hard day, I come home and food is not done, I'm not gonna get mad and upset and be like, why the fuck isn't there no food in here? I'm gonna be like, I'll cook something. Don't even worry about it. I'll cook. That's just my perspective on everything. I wouldn't expect a woman to take 100% control of the home life just because she's not working. Because my mom, everything just goes back to my mom, man. My mom is like, she's a G. You know what I'm saying? She is a G. She held it down for 3 kids. Most of the time, she held it down by herself. And she did everything. She made it work somehow. You know what I'm saying? And she cooked 3 meals a day for us. Every time my dad got off work, she was making food. She made bread. She made sure that he ate. She made sure that he ate in the morning and when he came back from work. Those are what I've seen. Those are values that I've seen from my own mother. And those are values that she has passed down to my sister. And she said that when your brothers are hungry, when your father is hungry, when your husband gets hungry, you have to cook something. You know, you have to help feed them. And she also said that to me. She said, don't ever depend on a woman to make you food all the time, Naj. You have to learn how to make food for yourself. She said, I'm not going to always be here for you to make food for you, so you have to learn to cook. And hence how I learned how to make fucking bread. I'm a master at making bread. I can cook for myself. I'm not going to sit here and starve. I'm not going to lay in the middle of the road just because someone says no to me, just because somebody says, oh, I don't have no food made for you, boy. You know? So, literally, my mom was the one who told me that too. My mom was like, yeah, like, she's the one who literally showed me, like, this is how you treat someone that you love. And if you guys are really in a partnership, if you guys are really working out things together, if someone goes to work and if they're coming home, you should be able to help them by providing dinner or lunch. Nowadays, when you bring this topic up to modern women, it's an issue. It's an issue because they honestly, truly believe that 50-50 is not 50-50. They're like 50-50 is more like 50-70. You dare everything and I'm only going to sit here and wait for you to come back because I'm beautiful. You know? But that's not the case. It's not the case. And that can't be the case because Native women are so much different than a lot of other women out here that live in this world. You know what I'm saying? The LA girls, they don't know how it is to be res girls. They have no idea how it is to be res women, man. Because res women, they hold it down differently. You know what I'm saying? They really, really hold it down differently. And if they were raised right, they know that, they just know, it's just common sense. That if your man is working all fucking day and you didn't do shit today, when he comes home, the least you could do is make him some food. The fuck is so hard with that? What's the issue? What's the problem? There's not a fucking issue. Just fucking do it. And then, if the man stays home and it's his day off, his lady is out there busting her ass all day, she comes home, he should have some food ready too. The fuck's wrong with that? Get your hands dirty, dog. You didn't do shit all day, make some food for your lady. It goes both ways. Make some food for your man, make some food for your lady. It's like, it's just fucking common sense. If it's actually about teamwork and if you really love one another, then it should be just common sense. It's not about, oh, you're trying to be more dominant than I am. Oh, you think that this is a lady's job so that I'm the only one who's supposed to be cooking? It's not about that. It's about respecting each other. It's about providing for each other. It's about being a fucking team, big dog. That's what it's about. It's about being a fucking team. It's not about me trying to be more dominant than you. It's not about me trying to give you woman duties. It's not about me trying to be more masculine and make you do the dishes and make you fucking clean and make you cook. It's not about that. I'll fucking wash dishes. It ain't bother me much. I used to wash dishes. I used to fucking cook. I used to do all of those things when I was in a relationship. Man, ain't no fucking issue with me. It's not an issue with me. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. And it's just the part where when the children gets involved, that's the part that's difficult for me, because if I'm being honest, I haven't been in a relationship to where, I mean, I did have children, but I wasn't there 100% because me and their mothers weren't in a relationship. So it's harder for me to speak on that topic because I don't really know what it's like, you know. I can only see it as far as my dad and my mom, and the way that was my dad went out and he brought the money, and then my mom stayed home and she held it down with us, and she made sure the house was in good running condition. That's how that worked out. That's what I seen when I was younger. But it's just like the way my mom explained it was, you and your partner are basically in a wagon, and you have two horses hooked up to the wagon. One horse is working harder than the other and one falls behind, and it's that horse's duty to slow it down and come back, and then you guys get back on the same path, and then you guys pull the wagon again and you make it just as strong to get past to wherever you guys are going to. So one horse can't work harder than the other and get to that destination quicker than the other without slowing the whole fucking path down, slowing the whole process down, basically. So in a relationship, is fucking facts that it needs to be in a, partnership type things. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be done. Let me see. Navo Mama says this is dependent upon the couple's faith, values, and circumstances. My kids prefer me over Jill. It's just a mom thing, I guess. I don't care what she makes as long as she's making money. We DoorDash in our spare time together. We make about 160, 180 on average a day, and all those income help. Mommy can make more money than daddy. Should he stay home and be the house husband? No. That's where I cross the line. I don't think there should be no house husbands. I'm just playing. I don't know, man. Because I would take a day off, but I wouldn't stay home completely and dedicate my whole entire life to being a stay-at-home dad. I don't think that I would do that. Because it's just not natural. If we're gonna talk about this, we gotta speak about what's natural. What is natural? You guys tell me right now, what is natural? Is it natural for a man to stay home all day and hold it down, or is it more for the kids, or is it more natural for the woman to stay home to nourish the kids? What is more natural? You guys tell me, and don't lie to me just because this feminist shit fucked you guys up. Tell me for real, what is more natural to you guys? And don't lie. Don't lie. Please don't get on my live and lie, because this is not what my live is about. I don't jump on my shit to bullshit you guys. I jump on here to talk truth to everybody, because this is grown talk with arrows. What is more natural to you? Is it more natural to be a stay-at-home dad or be a stay-at-home mom? What is more natural? Good evening, Jermonson in chats. What have we been discussing this lovely night tonight? Here to show my support whenever I can. Loving the music releases and podcasts to catch up on. Thank you, Maddie. That's when you say, okay, stay with the kids and file food stamp along with the kids. I feel that stress heightens within a household when a man and a woman both play the masculine role. One needs to retain the feminine role for a good relationship to last. Thoughts? Well, if we're talking about masculine and feminine, I kind of agree with you for real, because think about all the traits a man has. Think about all the trait a male has. I mean, we're strong, we're logical, no offense. We're more prone to be in more control of our feelings. That's just the way it is, you know. And the way we interact with our children is different. It comes more of like a masculine interaction. You know what I'm saying? And then for a woman, it's different. Everything is emotional based. Even the decisions that women make are off of emotions. Even the reactions that they make, they're off of emotions. And the interactions with everybody is emotional. So those are definitely traits of a woman and definitely traits of a man. So there's the masculine and then there's feminine. Yeah, a man can be feminine in his love toward his children because that's how I am. When I have my daughter with me, I'm super nice to her. I hold her, I kiss her, I tell her I love her, I brush her hair back, I tell her she's cute and she's pretty, and when I'm leaving, I kiss her 1,000 times and I hug her 1,000 times and I brush my hand on her face like this. You know, that's me showing my daughter, even though I'm a masculine man, even though I'm a man, that I have a heart to show her that love too. You know what I'm saying? So but then I still have to make sure that I am stern and I will protect her no matter what happens, no matter who comes up, whoever tries to harm her. I can stand up and I can be like, yo, fuck that, you are not going to do this. And I'm able to stand with her and make sure that everybody around us knows that I am a man and I will protect her like with my life. You know what I'm saying? That's the role of a man. And I know that women are like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that women are not going to protect their children with their life because, fuck, I know that women will protect their children with their life. That's hands down, that's a fact in life. You know what I'm saying? And they will do anything they possibly can to protect their children, even if it's physical. However, that's where being a man comes into play. Being a masculine man means that you are there to protect the babies and the woman when it needs to be protected. You know what I'm saying? And then the woman needs to hold it down for the child. So there, I believe that and in a relationship won't work when a woman has a lot of masculine traits. Because I know, dude, trust me, I know. I've been in a relationship with a woman who had a lot of masculine traits. And I thought to myself that I'm supposed to be more vulnerable. I'm supposed to be more feminine as these people told me to be. These activists and these fucking feminists, they told me to be more feminine with my energy, and that's what I was. But the woman didn't reciprocate those emotions with me. So in a way, it was just like two masculine energies are trying to be more dominant than the other, and it just didn't work. It was just fucking weird. It's like, why are you so manly, man? Like, why don't you want to like cuddle? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm all about cuddling. I'm just like, yo, come on, let's cuddle. Cuddle. You know, I love to cuddle. That's my, I guess that's some of my feminine energy coming out is me. I'm a big cuddler. And then the person didn't want to cuddle. And I'm just like, what the fuck? That's a man thing. Men don't want to cuddle. Women want to cuddle. So our fucking energies was all twisted. You know what I'm saying? And that didn't work out. It was just awkward. You know what I'm saying? Awkward. It won't work. That's definitely, I feel like, yeah. As far as their roles, I think there are certain roles for a woman and certain roles for a man, and I think that would, and the more they communicate with each other and the more they talk about things like that, more of the roles and stuff, I feel like they could probably seriously get everything figured out and being like, yeah, this is what I'll do and this is what you'll do and this is how it's going to be. Boom. It's literally just a conversation. And yeah, I definitely feel like to blossom in a relationship, a woman needs to hold it down in her feminine ways and a man needs to hold it down in his masculine ways. I really believe in that. Yeah, for sure. Damn, I can't get off this live. It hits home on a personal level. What's his name? Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Maddie says, Jamunson, it's refreshing to see a man, provider, and role model to his children talk openly about it is a shared responsibility as an adult or even as a parent or co-parent. That's true. I really believe that the more my children get older and the more I will have responsibility to watch over my children, I think I will play that role in their life that a lot of people don't have because I really believe that I have a lot to teach my kids. I really believe that I have a lot of experiences that I'm able to teach to my children. And I really believe that I can show them an unconditional love and I can show them how a man is supposed to love their child. And I don't like people to get it twisted because I know a lot of people say, well, if you loved your children, you would be there, right? That's not the case because in a lot of situations that men and women find themselves in when they have children, sometimes it's not purposely, the child is not purposely conceived, and then the child's mom and the child's father have issues. And sometimes as a parent, as a father or mother, you have to make the decision to whether or not you want to continue to have a horrible, toxic relationship in front of the child and completely fuck up their childhood or not. And that's where they need to decide whether if they're actually going to work on the situation, like work on the issues, or would it be best to just separate and walk away from each other so that the child can benefit in the long run, you know? So for me, I know that my children will appreciate me when they get older, knowing that I love them so much and I miss them so much, and that I only want the best for them and I only want them to be happy. And I believe that one of these days I will be open. Actually, I'm open now, but I will be more responsible, you know, as an adult to provide for my child, to be a role model for my children. Even this live right now, everything that I'm saying right now, this is nothing that I don't want my children to see. I would love for my children to see everything that I'm saying right now. I don't have any shame in the things that I say because these are some of the teachings that I want to pass down to my children. And is it necessarily a bad thing? No, I don't think so. Because that's what we're supposed to do as parents, right? We're supposed to lead our children in a direction where we see fit because they are children, and though we send them to school and they learn what they need to learn, it's not necessarily saying that everything they learn at school is what they should abide by in life, because we experience life in a different manner. I experience life differently than you guys experience life. So you guys teach your child something else and I teach my child something else. So everything that I'm speaking about on my lives, these are all teachings that I would love to teach my child someday. And probably sometimes their mom might not agree with some of the things that I might say, but hey, they're my child too. So I have every right to tell my children about my experiences and what I would like for them to believe in too when they get older. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my wife, Rochelle Lang. My ex-wife never knew how to make bread, so because I did, I had to make dinner most of the time. There always has to be room for improvement in a relationship. That's something that I learned. Was she willing to learn how to make bread, or she just didn't want to learn how to make bread? What's going to work? Teamwork. Your babies, if you can't come to an agreement on the same page. Jermunson bringing the real shiz, just like the podcast. Hell yeah, what's his name? That's how we do it. A lot of people don't have common sense nowadays. I love doing the dishes. I love to cook. I fold clothes, sweep, and mop. I am down for my wife and she's down for me. I even buy tampons for my wife. No shame. It's the way it's gotta be, man. When you get a wife, you gotta hold it down for your wife, man. Like I'm saying, like there's a huge difference between messing around with women, dating women, having a girlfriend, having a fiance, and having a wife. It's all different. They're all different stages. And once you're a husband and wife, man, you guys are supposed to be inseparable. You guys are supposed to know everything about each other. You guys are supposed to be death do you part. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do all of that shit. You're doing it the right way. What's his name? That's how you hold it down. You got teamwork makes the dream work, like somebody said. Preach it, preach it. Some of us are here in hard times to see these lives and reflect on who we really are. Actions will always speak louder than words. Speak your truth to your platform. Yo, hello from Belgrade, Serbia. Goes here, party capital of Europe. What's up? How you doing? Shout out to you. Thanks for watching. Arrows. That's how I was raised. My mom taught me to make bread, and she told me the same thing you're saying. Natural. Men battle and women nourish. Keep putting out music and creating your own podcast because you never know who feels the same way and it and is inflicted by outside sources they once called a stable and loving household. As a female, I feel the same way and don't share too much personal info about myself. Working dad, brother. Mutual respect for one another. Both should work and both should cook together and clean up together. True. If my husband decides to stay home, dad, I am turning lesbian. I've been told that horse wagon teaching. Oh, really? That's cool. This life hitting me in my feels and making me more encouraged to hug my son tighter tonight, knowing his father will come home and do the same thing, just checking on him to make sure he's. Aw, that's nice. That's sweet. Yeah, all of you guys who are able to hug your children, make sure you guys do that. Make sure you guys hug them tight tonight and tell them you love them. Give them a kiss on the forehead. I don't give a fuck how old they are. I don't give a fuck if they think they're grown, you know? I really encourage you to go inside their rooms and then just hug them and tell them you love them. And tell them that everything is going to be okay. And then tell them that you believe in them. You know what I'm saying? Tell them that you believe in them. Even if they're half asleep. Tell them I love you. I believe in you. You are strong and you matter. I triple dog dare you guys to do that. He's high. Who's high? I'm high? No, I'm not high. My ex-husband's wife put lesbian on him. Fuck. Damn. God damn. What happened? What did he do? He left me for her. Now that happened. It's his fault. Fuck. Good night, Gloria. Are the girls happy though? Is he all alone? Speaker bro in the heart. I appreciate you engaging in this convo tonight. This old woman needs to get to bed, sleep well, and I'll have a great Friday. All right, good night. Thank you for tuning in. He lives with his mom. I don't bother him. I don't check on him. He don't check on his boys. It's okay though. She found making bread to be a long process. Fresh bread. Well, that's the process of making fresh bread. It's long. His kids remember him when he is old and gray, but they will remember you. You're still alive? Yeah, I'm still alive, and I'm still alive. Is that what you're asking? Are you still alive, Tremunson? I'm still alive. I tell my kids the same thing. I will not be here forever to pray, cook, provide for you, so you have to learn how to do it yourself. Exactly. Deja vu. I just want to personally thank you for trying to read as many live comments as you can. You are not obligated or paid to do so. You do it because you value your viewers' opinions and insights. I definitely do. A lot of these people here have been subscribed to my channel for years now. And a lot of them stuck around through some bullshit that I have faced in my life. and a lot of unpopular opinions that I was able to share on my lives and my YouTube, people are able to just, be like, hey, to each his own. He believes in that. I believe in this. It's all good. I still like Tremunson. That's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Oh, I miss my kids. They ditched me for New Mexico on July 1st to be with family. I have experienced only 3 girls and 4 boys. Yeah, man, I definitely just want to send some encouragement out to all of you guys that are watching right now. I know that you're not up at 1 a.m. in the morning just because you're watching me live. I know there's also some things going on in your head, maybe in your heart. Maybe some things are weighing heavy on you guys right now that you don't really know what to do about the situation that is happening in your life. Some of you guys are probably just watching because live is interesting. See, a regular cigarette would have not lit out. It would have burned all the way through. But these are cigars. Most of it's just 100% tobacco, so they all light out at some point. And the cigars are the same way they light out. But anyways, I know that a lot of you guys are probably dealing with something right now in life, man. Shit, all of us are dealing with some shit in life right now. And there's really nothing that we can do about it besides pushing forward, you know? That's all we got to do, man. That's literally all we have to do is keep pushing forward. Yo, today sucks. Tomorrow might be better. Tomorrow might suck. The next day might be better. The week might suck. But the next day might be better. The next month might be better, you know? I know a lot of you guys are probably dealing with some things that some of us don't even have any idea what you are going through, and you are still able to be here and still able to watch the live and comment and stuff. I really respect that, you know? I really respect that because shit, there's some points in my life where I don't feel like getting up. You know, the other night I told you guys that I stayed in my room. I fucking closed the curtains and I just took some ZQL pills in the middle of the day and I just went back to sleep. And the reason why I did that was because I had so much on my mind. I had so much stress, so much shit that I was thinking about that it just made me super stressed out. And I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay in bed and I just wanted to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow, you know? But in the evening, I had to get up. In the evening, I had to do my thing. In the evening, I had to literally get up and go to work. So I just had to get up, man. I just had to do it. And that's how I feel about a lot of days that I have now, because I'm just like, man, I just have to get up, man. I just have to do it because I'm literally not going to get anywhere in life if I don't push myself to succeed. Man, I have some lazy ass days, bro. I'm telling you guys, I am not perfect, bro. I am not perfect at all. I don't front to be perfect. I don't try to be perfect. If I come off to you guys as if I'm trying to be a perfect role model or a perfect person or perfect man or perfect dad, bro, I am so far away from being a perfect person, man. I make like 10 mistakes every single fucking day, dog. And I try to learn from them. Sometimes I don't learn from them. Sometimes I try to be super active. Sometimes I haven't ran in 2 weeks. The last time I ran, I went 2 miles in 21 minutes. And that was like very good timing. Now I'm sitting here smoking a fucking cigar. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. One thing I do know, and I'm super proud of myself for, is that I haven't been drinking soda for over a month now. And I'm still hanging on strong to that, man. I don't even drink Gatorade. I haven't drank, juice. None of that, man. Actually, I did drink orange juice, but that's only for breakfast in the morning. But no soda, no diet soda, no Coke Zero, none of that, dude. I've been literally no soda free. So, super proud of myself. But whatever you guys are dealing with right now, I really, really believe that you guys can get through it. I believe that you're strong enough to get through it because, shit, you guys are still here, aren't you? And you guys got plans tomorrow. You guys got kids tomorrow, so I believe you guys can do it. I believe in you as much as you believe in me. But remember, like my mom said, don't trust anybody. Okay? There's a lot of things that on this live that we spoke about tonight. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Hey, I'm super happy I was able to talk about it. And you guys were able to listen. It's pretty dope. You guys were able to comment. Nope, always up this late and live. This late is better than no live. Hell yeah. And we stick around for you regardless of what some gossip has screwed up, despite on your name. It's 2 a.m. and I'm up to watch you because you were here for us too. Thank you. Despite some of the gossip that has come up. Man, dude, I heard some fucked up gossip, some fucked up rumors about me, and that's why I went, like, yo, let me tell you guys. When I first started to do these live with the ladies that jumped on my live before, I was super afraid to ask them because I know that some of the rumors that were going around about me were not really great rumors, you know. That's why it was super hard for me to just ask if the ladies wanted to jump on the live. And I don't know, I believe I said something like that with Navajo Mama. I was like, yo, like, I was afraid of how she was going to react or something like that. I don't know. It was on the live. But I know that some people may have heard some different things about me and some people may have not heard anything about me. But yo, there's always going to be something said about anybody who is outspoken and anybody who is in the public eye or anybody who is talking about topics that I talk about. There's always going to be something said. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I appreciate all the supporters 100% because you guys have been here with me like on this journey, this YouTube journey and my podcast journey and just my life journey in general, man. You guys have been here with my life. You guys have literally been in my life and that's pretty wild, man. It's crazy. How's your new AirPods been working out? It's good. We're coming up 3 hours and 30 minutes and I still have the same AirPods in. Shout out to Rezi and shout out to her husband. Thank you. I've been here since comment 1. I strongly support homie. Also, I have an interview tomorrow. I quit. What? Hey, good job. Hey, actually, good luck on your interview tomorrow, man. This live could go on to 3 a.m. with that battery life on those AirPods. That's what I'm saying, man. I literally have them charged 100%. I'm just talking. My other ones would have died 30 minutes ago. Hey, Rose, I'm up because my son is sick. He's playing this game. Thank you for your live, Mr. Yazzie. I'm up because I'm trying to go to sleep, but still watching you live. Oh, so it's my fault. Just kidding. You blaming me now? My ZQL pills are 5.9%, only 12 ounce each. Damn. Okay. I listened to the live that you were running. I was like, get it. Get it, Forrest. I tell my 16-year-old the same thing, but he doesn't like it when I say that because he's lost many family members. And the one that hit the hardest was losing his dad. Damn. Yeah, man, that's it's tough, man. It's a tough situation. It's a tough topic to talk about with children because my mom and dad, they say that to us all the time, and we don't like it when they say that. We hate it when they say those things to us, but they still say it. And they always tell us it's just the way it's gonna be. It's the way life is, and it's hard. It's hard to hear that. But I'm glad you say that to your son because, in a way, it helps prepare the mind for that. You know, it prepares it in a sense where it's a possibility, not that it's gonna happen tomorrow or the next day, but eventually it will, right? So when my parents tell me that. It comes into my head. I'm like, yeah, that's something that's gonna happen. It has to happen someday. So we can mentally start to prepare for something like that. If I want to, I would, but I'm not really ready to start preparing for that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's where your son is right now. He's like doesn't really like to hear those kind of things, but hey, it's a good thing that you're saying those things. I quit coffee 2 years ago and soda pop. Damn, so long ass time ago. Tremunson's mother words, don't trust anybody. No doubt. When are the men gonna do the interviews? When's the interview with Anna gonna do? I want a male interview. All of us just nosy as hell. All up in your business. Thank you, homie. I will get the job. Hell yeah. Rezi, my son was 9 years old when he came into our lives. Damn. That's crazy, Darla. I'm sorry about that. Yo, I was just discussing with Navajo Mama that we're gonna get on the live and she's gonna not interview me, but be the host of the interview, and I'm gonna be the guest. And if she's really down for that, I'd be super down for that. It's gonna be called Grown Talk with Navajo Mama, featuring arrows. That'd be dope. That'd be super dope. But I want to do the conversations with the men here pretty soon. I'm trying to get Sue from Yazzie Family Vlogs. I emailed them. Let me see. I emailed them like 4 weeks ago maybe, and then I text Warren today. So hopefully they get back to me soon. We'll see what happens. But I would really like to get the deets on how they met, you know, and how their relationship is going. Not going, but started. So hopefully they get back at me. We'll see what happens. I am down. Give me your available dates. Oh snap. Yo, Navajo Mama, will it go down on your channel or will it go down on my channel? I don't really care. It can go down on mine. But that would mean I have to send you the live, but you have to host through my channel. But how are you gonna do it? You gonna have a conversation with me, or are you gonna have some questions prepared, or how would you do it? Yeah, we'll do mine. That's fine. It's cool with me. Everybody's gonna jump on anyways and be like, "Oh snap! Navajo Mama is back," and then we're gonna flip the script on them when they're gonna be like, "So, Jermunson, how was your day? How do you feel? Did you take some time for yourself?" I'm gonna be like, "Time for myself. Yeah, I did. Took a shower. It's cool." Jermunson, how did you meet your? Never mind, you're alone. So, how did you meet your friend Jarek? Navajo Mama says questions and convo. All right, yo, let me look at this calendar. I ain't that busy. You know what I'm saying? I'll make some time. You're probably the one who's busy. So today is Thursday. All right, Thursday. Today's Thursday. Oh shit, today's already Thursday. Damn. All right, let me see. Next week, Navajo Mama Wednesday. How's next week on Wednesday? Is that date good for you, or are you busy? Questions and convo. I really enjoy your Grown Talk episodes. Amy K says, "Thank you, I appreciate it." Do you listen to them on the podcast too, or just on when I go on like this? It's like we all are family. Navajo Mama, if she is still on here, she has always been and always be an inspiration to me. I could only dream of meeting her and feel the resonance of the beauty that she is. Shout out to her. Damn. Maddie gave you a big shout out, Navajo Mama. Awesome to see you two men interview. You're so sweet. I would love that. Thank you. Sincerely. Thank you. Hugs. Hugs. Do you gather your thought words from Andrew Tate and Kevin Samuels? Man, Kevin Samuels was fucking crazy, bro. Crazy. Kevin Samuels is wild. I did listen to him a couple times from back in the day. I'm just like, damn, this fool's crazy. What's going on here? And then he just passed away one day, and I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. It hit me just as hard as when Mac Miller passed, and I'm just like, wow, it's wild. Why did that happen? Andrew Tate, man. Arrows, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Yeah. Wednesday at 6 p.m. your time or my time? Because I believe that we're an hour behind, right? Let's see. Wait, right here is 1:20 over here in Albuquerque right now. So I assume that it's 2:20 over there in Phoenix. OMG, guess what? I took time for myself these past few days because I'm home alone with my crazy dogs. Sweet! What did you do during your time alone? What did you do? Tell us what you did. It's 12:19 over there, so 6 p.m. So it'll make it 5 p.m. my time. 5 p.m. my time. At Resi, to be recognized by great people such like you is an absolute honor. We see your happiness and struggle only through a screen. We all applaud you for what you share and express through your videos. 7 p.m. your time. Hello, bro. All right, 7 p.m. All right. I'll write it down right now. Let's see, Navajo Mama live, and then I'll go 7 p.m. Save. Okay. All right, Navajo Mama is set. We will re-adjourn our conversation on July 19th at 6 p.m. your time, 7 p.m. my time. So those of you guys who are in my time zone, it'll be 7. Those of you who are in Navajo Mama's time, it'll be 6. Damn, I'm excited for that. That'll be dope. I can't wait. Get your snackies, water, and comfy clothes, and block off 4 hours that day. 4 hours? Damn, I gotta charge all my AirPods, man. I got this AirPod ready on deck, and then I have these AirPods ready on deck. Literally got 2 AirPods ready to go back and forth. Shit, we can go 7 hours. No, I'm just kidding. Hell yeah, that's gonna be I worked with Amazon, but it was time listening to American podcasts. Damn. Telling you, y'all ladies, man, with the drama, man, with the drama. I say 5 hours. Dia Smiley, yes, I am live. I'm literally live right now. Don't tempt me. I can't go that long. We'll see. She can't forget to ask me, yo, Jamunson, is there something that you're not comfortable with speaking about on the live? Because I kind of got a couple of things. Just a couple of things, you know? Like 1 or 2 things. But, yo, it's going to be interesting. Really, really, really interesting. I can't wait. You gotta send me a list of the questions you're gonna ask too, so my publicist can approve it. Nah, I'm just kidding. I just send it to Jarek and be like, "Yo, Jarek, what do you think about this?" Nah, you don't have to do that. I'm just playing. Body count. Dang! Shit, I'll tell you guys my body count right now. I'm just playing. Isn't it funny that I know majority of the ladies, not ladies, but majority of the people on the not the podcast. Yeah, on the podcast recently, the body count. I mean, not just me, but we all know the body counts. That's. I think I'd be down to answer that question. You should have podcast this live. Damn, I know, man. That would have been dope, but it's all good. We'll have another great one again soon. Oh no, I am truly so grateful for your support and your love. You take time out of your day, and that means a lot to me. Aw. Arrows, don't worry, it'll be respectful but still deep. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm down with that. I can't wait. So, everybody who is still on the live right now, make sure you guys tune in next Wednesday at 7 p.m. And Navajo Mama will be she'll be hosting the live on my channel, and I will be the guest on my live. So it'll be called Grown Top with Navajo Mama featuring Jamonson. That'd be cool. Navajo Mama says, "Do you really want the questions?" Nah, I don't want the questions now. Just surprise me. Just come at me. Just come at me. Come at me, bruh. Lefty says, "The heck? Shut the hell up, Lefty. You're supposed to come back over here, Mister. Hey, yeah, we'll play. We'll play. I'll be back." Twice you lied to me, big dog. Twice. You said that yesterday. You didn't come through, and then you said that today, but you still didn't come through. Razy says, "Make the flyer." I will make the flyer. I think I'm gonna come at it in a different way. The lady's body count. His baby mamas. So I can share. Okay, too funny. We will interview Lefty too. If you interview Lefty, you're basically interviewing me because me and Lefty know everything about each other. Arrows. I just now told my son what you said to like how my kids know too. Aw, there you go. Good job. Congratulations. I hope everybody else is able to do that. Thank you for doing that. You need to do that. In 2 weeks. Interview Lefty in 2 weeks. Damn! Okay, Lefty. Better get ready. I'm going to send some questions for Navajo Mama to ask you too. Alright, well. It was a really, really good, really, really nice live tonight. It was my pleasure to talk to all of you guys for almost 4 hours. Like I said, next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m., make sure you guys tune in. Navajo Mama will be asking me some questions, and she'll be leading the conversation next week on Wednesday. That's going to be really awesome. Really, really awesome. All of us support you only because you are true to yourself and share the sides of you that nobody expects. And we appreciate that. Just speaking for myself. But all of us here love you. Aww. Bro, I'm trying to leave the live, but I can't. It's all good, bro. I'm about to jump off this live right now anyways. I'm gonna, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Change my clothes, brush my teeth, light out the fire. It's actually a really big fire, so I probably need a fire extinguisher. Put away some of those things over there. Charge my phones and turn on a movie so it can put me to sleep. And that's all. Arrows, do you remember I met you in traffic in Gallup? Wait, were you the one who bought me gas one time? Which I always tell him. I tell him that I love him. Also, I'm proud of him. But most of all, I tell him to always do his best. I'm proud of my son. He is the first Native American in his karate to be the first junior black belt. Oh, hell yeah. Good job. You remember me? I bought $100 worth of shirts at Walmart. Yeah, I remember what's his name. Arrows, if you really do have anything off limits, just let me know. Okay, I won't. I probably don't. Nah, I'm pretty much an open book. You can ask me anything. Yeah. This is why I choose to stay single. This is just too much, Arrows. Totally agree with 100%. 50-50 full cap. Man, don't be single for long, Crystalina. Nobody wants to be alone forever. You know? Don't wait too long neither, because it's harder for people to get into a relationship when they're past 40, probably even 35. So don't wait too long. Alright? It's okay to be alone yourself now and explore the world, but in the future you gotta really start to think about settling down and just, shacking up. Don't be alone forever, please. Yeah, Amy K, I remember you. Thank you for buying gas for me that one time. Man, I had it good that day. Amy K said, "Oh, let me buy some gas for you." I was like, "All right, cool." Pulled over, filled up the Black Angus. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. In F-Town. I remember what's his name. Yeah. I'm out, homie. Thanks for the live. Much love. All right. Peace out. What's his name? All right. Well, this is it, guys. This is it. Arrows. I'm single for 12 years now. That's how old my daughter is now. How is it? Was it lonely? Arrows. You're right. You did bring up the rumors, and I said I never heard rumors about you. I think I'm in my own bubble. That's good. I mean, yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you're in your own bubble. So now, I don't know. The way I see it is that, if someone says something bad about me, then I would rather the person get to know me first before they just believe something that they hear over the internet or someone says something about me. And then getting to know me and then getting to know a rumor about me is just two completely different things. Judging me by how you get to know me and the type of person that I am versus judging me by what someone else said about me is the gap is just insane. So I really encourage everybody to I always encourage everybody to get to know me first. But it is what it is. Either way, I know that I am able to have good relationships with people. So stay in your bubble. I'll stay in my bubble. It's good to stay in your own bubble, except for Wednesday night. Except for Wednesday night. Yes, totally. It was awesome meeting you. You made my day. You made my day. You gave me gas. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the great live. Darla, thank you too. Rezi, good night, Rezi. Make sure you kiss your manager and tell him, babe, I love you. Thank you for sharing your live, Jermunson or Arrows. B, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Navajo Mama, thank you. At Rezi, thank you. At Jermunson Yazzie for always keeping it real with us. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Well, I'm gonna call it quits, y'all. Okay. Good night. Thank you guys for staying with me for 3 hours and 54 minutes. I literally had 200 people watching me earlier talking about whatever I was talking about at that time. I don't know. I think I was venting about how Navajo Nation police officers need to do a better job. Just a quitter. Girl, it's like 1:30 in the morning. What is it over there? 12:30? Or is it 2:30? Damn. Yeah, I'm a quitter. I'm a quitter. The sound. Bacon, Jabro. 12:30. You see, I'm a whole hour. I'm in the future. I'm in the future right now. It is 1:30. We're literally an hour apart in our time zones. Good night, Jamusi. Good night, Darlene. Good night, Darlene. Good night, Navajo Mama. I'm excited for that conversation that we're gonna have on Wednesday. Future looks bright and warm. Do you mind if I smoke a cigar while we're on the live, Navajo Mama, or would you prefer me not to? 2:32 in Oklahoma tonight. My son is about to crash and my boyfriend will be home soon. Oh snap! You better go to sleep before your man comes in and see you watching this native man all the way in New Mexico. He's gonna be like, "Who the hell's this?" No, I'm just kidding. He's not here. He went to Nazlini for a family emergency, so I'm here with my dogs. Oh, it's right. You did your thing by yourself today. Your alone time. Well, I hope tomorrow you have a good day by yourself, and make sure you breathe and take it all in. That alone time is rare. I know it's rare. I know it's rare. Samesies. No, I don't mind. All right, cool. Thank you. I'll send you one. We smoke together? No, I'm just kidding. Y'all smoking a cigar and your kids walk in, huh? That'd be funny. Like, Mom, what are you doing? That's funny. Alright, then, well, I'm really going to get off the live. I'm going to quit on this live, man. You guys were awesome tonight. I appreciate you guys very much, okay? Have a good night. Take care. I hope you guys have a really good day tomorrow. A real productive day tomorrow. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Peace.